I'm good.
Because I don't have a leather. I don't have a leather
No,
bag. For my drops.
they updated Roll20's character sheet, by the way, for the gold and
Yeah, just a little bit.
silver pieces and all that. There's actually a symbol next to them now.
All right, so off. This ragtag group of mercenaries and adventurers had work out a bit of a business deal with the administrator of the city, the self-proclaimed Governor Aaron Havings of Marshtown, trying to seek some information about this mysterious purple tiefling called the Black Blade that the twins Taylor and Tyler had been hunting after. After arriving at the estate and attempting to placate with at this job, you guys found the ever sought after rusted scythe that the halfling monk Mio had been hunting for since his arrival in Marshtown. Also agreeing to take on a second job for Havings in order to try and attain the scythe. You left the estate, having rallied a little bit and going to talk to Ferone, Verdscale, the swamp dragon. A little bit of information and learning that you were, first job at least, for the information, you were to be hunting down a rogue group of mercenaries and killers known as the Gators, who had previously been a part of the Marsh Guard, gone rogue and were attempting to blackmail Governor Havings. You managed to sneak into the Docks District area where they were believed to be hiding, and after a bit of a snafu tracking them down, you did manage to, albeit blowing a bit of your stealth lead as you assaulted the den. Some of you taking quite a bit of damage in the process through various fireballs and direct conflict with the leader of the Gators, the massively bald and mustachioed man known as Bull. But you managed to prevail, having completely killed him and punching out a section of his chest. Usual, it seems. But managing to take stock of what is down in the safe house, as it were, and going through, managing to find a bit of loot, axe, and some gold, as well as a journal detailing some of his recent business dealings and events in his life. Leave off. It is currently a little bit past midnight. You guys are all others, but you're a bit worn out after this bit of fight sequence. Basement of this the closed cafe, the Flicked Bean. Just sitting around, you've kind of gone through this area searching for it. What would you like to do?
I mean, are we still in the basement? Like with all the dead bodies?
So you guys have lined the dead bodies up and you're just getting ready to take them out per the instructions to feed them to the Gators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're close enough to the swamp that, like, we don't have to, like, chop them up and put them in barrels, right?
No. You guys are only about, like, a block out of town. The marsh is pretty much just everywhere outside. So it's just a nice little drag over into the water. For locating this area, you did hear some vaguely lizardish noises. There's probably something gator-like nearby that you could probably just throw the bodies in the water and...
Done.
Mm-hmm.
We did loot him, right?
Yes, you did. You found, and you're the one that made the note of it, thankfully. Otherwise, I would have forgotten. But you guys did manage to find 25 gold, which you all split up into 5 gold each. Very large and ornate-looking great axe. I don't know why you clicked that, Chase, but okay.
I didn't mean to.
A very large and ornate-looking great axe, some various crossbows and pikes and armor that you kind of didn't really take stock in unless you want to. And then the badly written journal that... It takes only about 20-30 minutes. You guys are all a bit worn out, but like I said, it's not a very far walk to just drag the bodies out of the basement. There's no real light, so a little bit of help in just following the noises down the street and everything. Eventually dumping all the bodies in the water and hearing the loud hiss of a gator as one of them seems to start moving closer to investigate this pile of corpses you guys have...
Alright, well, that's fucking gross. I need a bath.
I think I need a bath just because blood. But yeah, I agree.
I luckily I stood far enough away from everybody, so I didn't get any blood on me, except for the dragging the dead bodies part.
I'm kind of covered in my own blood.
Oh yeah, you fell off the roof, didn't you?
I didn't fall off the roof, but I got stabbed a few times. She just has like gaping wounds. I got 1 HP, y'all.
Oh shit.
Yeah. She's not doing
I got like one of these bandages left if you want it.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, there you go. Knock yourself out.
Sweet.
It's the healing poultice.
Yes. So now I have 0 because I gave 1 to that dude.
So you did.
What does it heal?
3 hit points. I can't read my fucking character sheet.
Oh, cool.
Let me see. I have it written somewhere.
I think it's 3.
It is 2d4, just flat.
Oh no shit.
Spread out.
You
over
must
2
have changed
turns.
some of these rules.
No, I originally had it. It was 1d4 hit points per turn. So 2d4. It's
I must have been
spread
real
out.
stoned that day because I didn't write that shit down at all. I just wrote down 2 hit points.
Yeah, that might have been. Yeah, it takes a little bit. It takes a little bit for the like soothing of the herbs and everything in the poultice to start taking effect. But after applying it, you feel a little bit better. It doesn't quite make up for the fact that you took numerous stab wounds, but
It helps one of them.
1 or 2.
I'll actually walk up to my sister and I'll use cure wounds on her.
All right, go ahead and roll for that. As your brother comes over and just puts his hand on your shoulder, and you feel the warm light and energy flowing through your body.
Thanks.
And healing you for a nice amount.
That's much better.
So,
Apparently
where are you
don't have
going?
it on my sheet yet, but I'll get that on there eventually.
It's fine. So, where are you guys off to?
I mean, we're pretty much done for the night, right?
If you choose to be, yeah. So it's well after midnight by this point, probably approaching.
Let's go sleep.
Yeah, I agree. I'm a little tapped,
I am very tapped.
but I'm very healthy. So,
Aren't you special?
oh yes, it's the benefit of being a ranged fighter.
Everyone's heading back to the Drunken Grumpkin then.
Likely.
Yeah.
Yeah, like how late did you say it was? Like middle of the night?
Yeah, it's pretty close to 1 o'clock at this point.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good plan.
Sleepy time.
Well, you guys make your way back to the Drunken Grumpkin. By this point, most of the crowd there out. I think there's like 2 drunks at the bar just sitting pretty much just in their cups at this point. They're gone. The bartender just kind of looks up and just like, hello. You guys eventually make your way up to your rooms, choosing to partake in baths if you so choose, as well as some sleep, unless there's anything else anyone wants to do.
Nope. I think I'm
That
good.
would be great.
Not until the morning.
Okay. All right. So you guys go ahead and benefit from the long rest. Spell slots, health, everything back. Come to wake the next morning. It's about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, somewhere in that range. Food does waft up the stairs from the kitchens below, but the day is yours.
And some of us really just woke up.
Guys, can we, do we have anything we have to do today?
What's everyone doing?
Maybe let's go after more guys, right?
But yeah, wasn't the swamp dragon supposed to pay us for murdering all those dudes, and then
Yes.
tell us he had info on how to
Yeah,
get the legate
I
jammed
think
up?
so.
You guys remember, Havings had told you Ferone would handle everything as far as payment, other than the information that you were seeking. As far as the bounty that was on the gators themselves, was to pay the gold bounty. He also did have information about possible lines of inquiry as far as taking care of this legate who seems to be making a hassle of himself. Kind of got the sense that Governor Havings was really trying to keep just a hands-off approach to everything, so that he seemed more the legitimate noble and businessman than criminal overlord.
All right.
Yeah, that dude's not trying to get fucking pinched, murdering a fucking imperial legate.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Mio, what are you doing? Ace.
We getting paid first, or do we want to try to spend
If you're
the
talking,
new
we
money
can't
that
hear
we
you.
just got? You can't hear me at all?
I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Heard, like, are we getting paid first, but I didn't hear anything else.
Yeah, I mean, like, I said, do we want to get paid first, or do we want to go out and spend... I have to turn my volume up then.
I mean, paid would be
Hold on.
good.
There's something going on because I can't hear him talk at all.
Oh, really?
I can hear him.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
hear
so
him.
I can hear him fun too.
I
Same
can't hear
here.
him at all.
Reload your Discord, maybe.
Yeah.
Your Discord likes to fucking...
Case, talk.
Hello?
There we go. That's better.
What the fuck? Alright.
That I wasn't able. That's why I was wondering. Like, you're being really fucking quiet.
Oh yeah, I really hadn't said anything too much up to that point, but
Oh, except for all that shit you said about Corey. Can't believe
Yeah, I
you said
know.
that, dude.
I can't believe you just threw me under the bus. What the fuck?
It's
I mean,
all
that
good.
was offensive even to me.
It's not going to throw him under the bus. I've got it on the recording, so.
No.
You forgot.
Well,
I didn't.
I didn't.
I don't know, guys. Mio is pretty hungry, and he's cruising for some shrooms.
Oh
You
god.
know.
God damn it.
Oh,
Not
God.
at like 8 o'clock in the morning. That's way too early.
He's got a pocket full of gold, and he wants to go spend some.
Does he know where the shop is?
He does not, but somebody in this party does, and somebody might show him if they were to
Yeah.
be so kind.
Oh, are you looking for the
Wouldn't be me.
mushroom dude? Yeah, it's just on the way out of town. I'll tell him how to get there.
Oh, what have you done?
I'm gonna
I
leave
can-
him
What have you
alone.
done?
Are you about to tell him where it is and send him alone?
Yeah, for sure. I'm not going with him. I've still got mushrooms. I am out.
I
of
have
poultices.
plenty.
You are out of poultices, yes, but you do have mushrooms still.
Yeah. Yeah, I could pick up those poultices. Are more handy than I thought they were. I could pick up some of those.
Nothing.
I kind of want to go. Out of character core. I kind of want to go talk to that healer at that temple.
Kate Steele,
Yep.
you can certainly do that. So we'll say sounds like all right. So Mio is heading to the Dirty Pestle out of town.
Mm-hmm.
No, and no one going with him.
Yeah, nobody wants to accompany.
I mean, I kind of want to go.
I would like to go because I haven't been there yet.
It's true. That's true. Taylor has not been there yet.
Taste it?
Yeah.
What you doing?
I will go. I will join Mio on this mushroom adventure.
Oh, guys, you guys are so sweet. You're gonna go help me make sure that I'm not gonna get really hurt or like go run into people who are gonna kill me or anything. That's so sweet of you guys. I really appreciate that.
I mean, I was just gonna come to buy more drugs, but yeah.
drugs. They were
I
mushrooms.
mean, herbal substances,
They're
not
just good.
drugs.
They're just good. That's all I know.
Yeah, they're good.
So let's go. Like right now. I'm ready to go. I'm hungry. Let's do it.
Or are you accompanying Finn, or what you doing?
Oh yeah, Finn's not saying out loud where he's going. I'm just hanging out.
Alright.
I think I'm gonna hang back while you guys go take
You
Papa
sure?
Hercules there to the Mushroom Shack. Yeah, no, I'm not feeling good, so I may just hang out. I'm gonna go try to track down like a dice game or something.
All right. Well.
Well, I shorted you guys a bunch of cash, so I gotta make up some more money. So.
All right.
All right, meet back here in a few hours.
Have fun.
No.
Yeah, me back here, I guess.
Okay.
A few hours.
I still need to know what Kendall's doing, because I'm going to do Matt's little adventure first.
I'm going with them.
Okay, you're going with them.
Yeah.
All right, so in that case, we'll do Matt's first. Matt, after everyone's left and you've given kind of a bit of a buffer time to make sure they don't come back and see you leaving or anything.
Yep.
Way down to the Shelter of Favors, the healing temple that you'd kind of been there. Front door. The guards are there, but they've recognized you at this point, so they just kind of let you through. Heading in, still a pretty familiar sight from the last time you were here the day before. Still plenty of people, pretty much the same people, seeking treatment for various illnesses, a few different wounds. Probably about scattered around on different cots and little stations and everything being treated. One of the other little apprentices seems to notice your presence. Oh, can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for your boss. Is she around?
Miss Steele is still. She's in the back room. You can go on back.
All right. I'll head for the back room.
Yep, same spot as before. You head back there. There's the 3 secluded rooms back there, all 3 of which are currently empty. At one of the desks, same spot she had been previously, is the pale and very white blonde-haired individual, Kate Steele. She's still wearing her dented and hard plate armor with her white blonde hair and a nice little braid at the back. She hears you come in and just turns around. Welcome back. You don't look like you need healing.
No. It's more of a question type of thing. So, last time when I was here, something weird happened, right?
Vision. It happens every once in a while. But certain individuals, I come into contact with them, we see things. It myself.
So, it's happened before, with other people? Did you see what I saw?
I saw exactly what you saw. It's my burden that anytime a vision is passed on to someone, I am forced to see it as well.
Okay.
Hasn't happened very often lately, but in the past it has happened before. Individuals fated for certain things in their lives. Pleasant to see, some of which not.
Yeah, did any of the stuff you saw make sense? Seem familiar?
None of it seemed familiar, but it doesn't take much to recognize an execution and someone surviving an execution.
Yeah.
Had a bit of a hard life at some point.
Yeah. That wasn't pleasant. I was more thinking about the dude with the lion on his shoulder.
Never seen before.
Okay.
I wish I could honestly tell you where it was from.
All right.
To see how that plays out.
Yeah, I'm not at all curious to see how that plays out. It'll play out badly for somebody.
I did recognize where that was, though.
You do. Where was that?
Stonefall Keep, capital in the Northern Territories. And snow for miles in areas of that, and wasn't hard to recognize. Giant field of snow and ice, large stone city in the back. I don't know what all the glowing lights were about, and like I said, I've never seen that glittering armor with a lion on it, but
Yeah. What'd you say the name of the place was?
Stonefall Keep is which you are aware it's the provincial capital of the Northern Territories. Ice Mountains. Think of this. You are vaguely aware is up there way at the tippy top of the map.
Okay, so up here? Like farther up here.
The city is, or that city in the distance she seems to be describing is the keep itself.
Oh, Stonefall Keep, okay.
Right, somewhere, maybe not like an exact location in the fields, but somewhere in the fields outside of the keep.
Right, because you could see the keep behind him. Okay. So, how these visions things that you see, like how often, like what's the percentage on how when they come true?
In one instance, I know that every bit that man saw came true. It was what he was seeking. In another, I know of someone who tried to fight against what he saw, and in the end, it still ended up happening, albeit in a bit of a roundabout way.
Yeah.
Fate.
So it's one of those. Fuck. Okay. Well, I think this is probably gonna come around eventually anyway. So you saw like everything. All right.
Curious to see where you're.
Do you know anything about? Yeah, so am I. You all familiar with any of like the thing that I found in the bottom of that well?
Never seen anything like it, unfortunately. But I feel that somehow, in a grand cosmic sense, I know that much. Didn't take an idiot to see that.
Yeah. Or it did take an idiot to see that. And I'm that idiot. Shit, okay.
Like, it was also somehow tied to that other individual, though, the one on the ship.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there was a ship. I need to go listen to that thing again.
I can send you a little transcript if you need me to. But...
Oh, I just need to find the link. I can listen to the recording again. I meant to do it today, but I got busy and forgot. Okay. Well, shit. Okay, so let's not get out of this thing.
Maybe, maybe not. Like I said, sometimes the visions aren't always accurate, but
yeah. Well, I mean, it wasn't like
you're only seeing one perspective of that event. You might see another later. You might be the event happens. You might be on a completely different area. But
yeah. But the gist of it's probably gonna happen. Like me and some dude with shiny ass armor squaring off.
it is possible.
Woof. That did not look like a fucking fun dude to fight.
No, he didn't, but I mean, most dudes in glittering armor tend not to be fun to fight.
Yeah. Yeah, it takes a certain aptitude to pull off glittering armor, and gets fucked up easily is not one of the traits of those people. Shit. Okay. Well, I was kind of wondering when this was going to come around, so, okay, well. I guess thanks for the info and the weird visions.
No problem.
If you see anything else.
I have not. And if you'd like, and she extends her hand once again.
Why not?
All right. And nothing seems to happen.
I mean, we could try, like, touching other parts just to see if anything happens then.
Roll a persuasion check.
What?
Go ahead. Yeah, go roll a persuasion. Let's.
Hold on. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning.
That was perception.
Oh, was that perception? Shit. Okay.
Yep, one lower.
Well, I told you. I can't see shit. So.
No worries.
They fucking shaved off part of my eye lens with a fucking laser yesterday, so.
Yep.
Alright. Hopefully that's it.
It is 12.
There we go. That's not much better.
Looks at you and goes, "Sweetheart, I don't think you could handle that."
Oh, I think you'd be very surprised what I can handle.
Maybe someday. We'll see.
I'm not surprised. I mean,
I'm interested in seeing where things go, so.
I'm very much interested in seeing where things go, if you know what I mean.
Please
All right.
make that sound.
Fuck yeah, dude.
He did.
Just saying.
If I see anything else, I'll be sure to find a way to contact you.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Especially if it ends bloodily and violently for me.
Plus side, I didn't see your death in that vision, so
That's true.
it's usually a good sign. The last two, I did see it.
Oh, shit. For a second, I thought you meant the last two visions about me. So, fuck. That's not helpful. That's the opposite of reassuring. Yeah, no, but it would have been nice to see how that little face-off shook out.
It would have been. But I'm sure when it actually happens, it'll be much more entertaining than watching it from afar.
It depends on who you are. If you're on the other end of that big fucker's sword, it probably won't be.
Maybe.
Alright, well, if I said he was a person to try to kill me, I'd be fucking vastly underestimating the number of people that have tried to kill me, so. Alright, well, I guess thanks for the info.
Problem. Take care, Finn.
Yep.
From there, you head out and anywhere in particular you're heading, or just back to the bar?
I'll head towards the mushroom shack.
Alright.
Maybe I can catch them walking back, or maybe they'll still be there fucking freaking out.
Alrighty. So, as that's going on, or slightly before that, you guys begin to make your way out of town to where the Dirty Pestle lies. Actually do pass by close to the pond where you had previously left the bodies. And as you're going by, it doesn't look like the bodies are there anymore.
Hmm.
Hungry gators.
Oh, yeah. You do actually see one of the gators laying on just a bit of a rock jutting out from this bit of water. He's a gator. Looks pretty pleased with himself, like always.
It's got a corner of a mustache hanging out of its mouth.
Tyler's she's gonna kind of,
Finger.
I don't know if she can get close enough, but she really wants to ask it if they were.
Oh god. Oh god.
She's just gonna,
Go ahead and roll an animal handling check for the sake of
Please
this.
do it.
okay.
You start getting close to the edge of the water, trying to, just like, hey, gator, I just want to talk to you. And as you get close to the edge of the water, this one's about 10, 15 feet into the water on a jutting out rock. Another gator leaps out of the water, getting close to you.
Oh god. Just gonna take a couple steps back.
Back up. He doesn't seem to be charging you or anything, but he very much was trying to get you, at least initially. Seems to be just kind of slowly sinking back into the water.
She's like, I just want to know if the guys were tasty. That's all.
All you're kind of getting the sense from is that they're wanting to eat you.
Okay, well, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Great, they've had a taste for human flesh and now they want more. What have
Good
we
enough they want seconds.
What have we done?
Encourage the gator population to start eating humans. That's what you did.
Yay!
This town's a shithole anyway.
Continue making your way out, though. You do eventually, after a couple minutes walk, because it's only about 15 minutes out of town, find yourselves outside the broken down wooden shack with moss and plants and various herbs growing all around it, with the sign that's half painted and half falling down saying the Dirty Pestle.
Is this the place? Oh, it looks so homey. It looks so comfortable. Oh, this has to be it. This has to be it. This looks perfect. You guys are being awfully quiet. You guys really haven't said too much throughout this entire trip. I even talked about that a while ago. Where I was telling you guys about that one guy who lived up on the up at that really, really financially secure spot, and then he just did everything. Like he was just wealthy, and he had a big house, and all the women. And this was right before his whole life came tumbling down. Do I need to tell the story again, or should I just give you the recap of it? Because
a recap would be awesome.
Oh well, it was something like the Wolf of the Wall or something like that. And it was just such a good book. Like, you guys have to read it at some point. It was so good.
Yeah. If we get our hands on it. then I will skim it.
Inside.
Oh no, this is a thorough read. This is something you have to pay thorough attention to because it's one of those things that as you read it more and more, you'll start picking up on more details, and it's really good to reread over and over again because the more you read it, the more you pick up on, and the better the story gets. The more times you reread it, you know.
See, I'm not the biggest reader though. Usually, I'm the skim it and just get the gist type. For
Oh
books.
no, this is not the story for you then because you really have to pay attention. Like you just have to read it and read
Bummer.
it over again. Like there were so many books that I did that for back up at the monastery. You know, I just kept reading them and over again. Granted, we only had like a handful of books. You know, our library wasn't the biggest in the world, but there was a good like 250 of them that I read at least 5 times.
That's a lot of books there, Mio.
Oh yeah, there wasn't too much to do up there other than train or read, and sometimes I did both at the same time.
How does that work? I mean,
Yes, I'm curious to know how this works too.
Well, when you're doing the push-ups, it's really easy because then you're getting closer and farther from the words, and it gets a little trippy at first. But once you stay paying attention, it gets really easy. When you're fighting, it's not as easy. I had one book taped to one hand and one book taped to the other, and we just kind of went back and forth as I was exchanging punches. It was really hard when I was punching the page to really read it effectively, but I think I did a pretty good job. I think I picked up on some of the books pretty well.
interesting. All right. I didn't really read books growing up, so.
Well, I can tell you all about it more later. Let's go in here and let's just. I'm really hungry. Like I am. I haven't had anything to eat. I'm like starving. I'm ready to go. Let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Mio, leading the way, then walks up to the ramshackle. Whoop, and that was Matt. Matt's. Yeah. Anyway, up to the ramshackle wooden door and pushing it open. Mio, what you're seeing inside, and what you're seeing inside as well, Taylor, following him in. A bit of a rundown shack with a couple different like shelves lining the walls. One just kind of almost like an aisle divider in like a pharmacy where you just have 2 different sides of shelves in the middle of it with various different little jars of herbs and a couple different little accoutrements and ointments, things like that. Behind the counter, as you guys have never seen him, is this very large individual, about somewhere in that range. Bit of a grayish tint to his skin. Looks like there might be a little bit of fur on his skin as well. Beefy individual, but the look on his face, he's just a really passive look on his face. Almost like he's probably a little high right now. What this is, but Taylor, having seen them in Elvenon before, knows that this is a furbolg. At you guys while sorting through a couple different mushrooms on his counter. Well, hey there.
Hello. How are you doing today?
Hey, Alex, how are you?
Wonderful. Well, hi there, Tyler. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Looks like you brought some friends for me.
I have.
I appreciate that.
Those blue ones are real good.
Oh yeah, the blue ones there, they are a really mellow high. Like I told you.
Yeah, the potion on the other hand, a little more intense.
Oh yeah, no, it's pretty groovy there.
It is aptly named, yes.
I strive for honesty and excellence.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, Mia, you were gonna buy stuff, I suppose?
I want to know what can make me feel like the blue ones, but better.
Okay.
Well, I have just the thing for you then. I have right here, I just picked them the other day. Yesterday, in fact, I think. Mixed up sometimes, but anyway. And he goes and pulls up a box from underneath the counter. This is kind of... Normally, you've seen the mushrooms kind of dried a little bit or kept in very good preservative jars, things like that by themselves. This one's actually a very tightly sealed wooden box. And as you watch, he lifts up a couple different of the clamps, and there's a light little puff of air. As he lifts the lid off of it, and you can see inside, still growing in dirt, as he's left some dirt inside of this, are 5 lightly translucent but still vaguely green-colored mushrooms.
Oh.
Green gelatin. Let's go with that. For as far as like a color and consistency look.
Okay. Yeah.
They don't wiggle or anything like that, but they're still, standard-looking mushroom shape. Bit of a small cap on the end, though, as opposed to the larger ones. But these are Marshtown greens. Cultivate properly, but I am really happy about how they came out. I tried one this morning, and ooh, man.
Beautiful. How much?
Well, for just one of these mushrooms here, it's about 10 gold.
All right.
I have 8 gold and 8 silver pieces. What do you think I could get?
I'll buy 2.
2 for you, alrighty. And as for you, little one, for Tyler, go ahead and mark down. You have 2 Marshtown green mushrooms.
All right.
You little one. Well, you're a bit smaller than the rest of my customers, so do a half mushroom here. It should be enough to get the dosage right.
Are you sure I couldn't talk you into a full one?
Vision check.
Did I go through?
Yeah, go, I'm waiting on your persuasion.
Yeah, that didn't go through. I clicked it.
Yeah, nothing came through yet.
Waiting.
I'm willing to bet that the flect missile just went through, though, didn't it?
Still nothing on my end.
No,
Nope.
Still not. Yeah, still nothing. Are you sure you're clicking?
Yes.
Are you sure? Oh, wait. Nope, that's just
No,
Joe
that was
again.
me.
Damn you. I'm trying to...
Typing in test T.
I didn't hit the key, apparently.
Not registering that you're clicking it, Chase, or
No, it's not.
Are you on edit mode?
I
Hope
don't
not.
believe so. No.
It is set to
Um,
public.
Yeah. It's at the public. Corey, can you just click it for me?
shit,
Ta-da.
dude.
Ta-da!
Damn.
Alex just kind of looks at you a little bit and he goes,
Rex. Okay.
put his name, Alex. Excuse me, my bad. Alex just kind of looks at you and goes, like, you little guy. How about this? Since you seem like you've probably tried one of the blue ones before, right?
Oh, I tried multiple. I loved them.
This one, it actually blends really well with other mushrooms as well. So, to make sure you properly try it, I'll give you one of the green ones with it. But you have to promise stop.
I didn't hear what you said on the last part.
To promise to promote his shop for him.
I have to promise
Kinda
to what?
Shop. Like,
Promise
tell
to
people,
promote
like,
his
I enjoy.
shop.
Yeah, like,
Oh,
oh man, I got the greatest stuff here.
I will definitely do that. I will do it to my dying breath. I promise you that.
Well, then
Alex.
we have a deal.
Alex, what should I expect from the green ones?
So wait.
Oh, go,
Before this happens, do I have the mushrooms in my possession now?
Oh god.
Oh God.
I know where this is going.
Okay, I do too, and that's why I'm gonna ask the both of you to roll initiative checks to see who goes first. If you manage to ask before he just does what I know he's about to do. Should I?
Tell me if it goes through.
It hasn't. Not unless you're still trying.
No, I'm trying, so no, it is not going through.
Damn it.
Yes.
Goddamn blood, +7.
So you get about half that sentence out before you watch as Mio has done what exactly, Mio?
I have eaten both the mushrooms at once, like put them both in my mouth and just started chewing on them.
Holy
Swallowed.
fucking shit.
Do you want me to just roll for you again, or because this is
Yeah,
going to be
you roll for me. I'm just assuming that it's not going to work at this point. I'll see what I can do to fix it.
Maybe reload the roll 20.
Yeah.
Everyone gets that roll. I want to make sure everyone sees that roll.
Oh my god.
Close the browser.
I saw it.
Yeah,
I saw it.
5.
It
Damn.
wasn't a disadvantage, anything like that. My hands are clean on this. So, Mio, Tyler, for the sake of this, you watch as you make that about half that statement asking what happens when you do take the mushroom, as Mio just immediately taken the full green and the full blue, chewed and swallowed.
I was gonna ask what they do, but I guess I'm gonna get a,
Well, I guess we're about to find out, huh?
Guess
I've
so.
only ever done them with the reds, so we'll see what happens here. Mio, you start feeling everything. You've had one of the blues before, so you know it's like everything kind of gets a bit vibrant, colorful around you. Feel your hands, the light shining off of them. Was last time. And then everything starts going dark. Dark in the sense that you're completely blind. Dark in the sense that every color you're seeing is almost like in negative. It's all light. There's nothing but just reflective darkness. You look to your friends, and all of them are just these translucent beings of light and shadow. Through.
Are you okay, Mio?
I run out the building.
Make it about you do bolt. You make it out the door. Finn is walking up to the building. Outside before you just faceplant into the ground.
So what? Did I see that?
You did, yeah. You were walking up to the building, and you watched as Mio hit about 10 feet with his just this terrified look on his face, as if he was freaking out about something he saw inside, and then just face planted into the mud.
Oh shit! Hey, buddy.
There is no response.
So, that was
Is
bad
anybody
for
else
him.
coming out? I guess I'll make sure he's not like going to drown in a puddle of mud.
I'll actually head out and check on him.
The fuck you do to this dude?
I'm not.
He just downed 2 mushrooms before anybody could stop him. Then he freaked out, ran outside, and now he's apparently face first in the ground.
Are you two checking on him?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I was headed that way. Whoever's closer, I would have been on my
I'm
way
not.
to him when Taylor ran out.
Either one of you, depending on how thorough you're being checking, one of you roll a medicine check.
Mostly, let me.
God damn it! There I go.
I don't know shit about medicine.
Just use a good roll for the day.
Yeah.
Oh, I use a better roll for the day. I'm a fucking wizard.
So
And
the both
we're
of
gonna
you,
fail Freddy.
flipping him over pretty quickly and just doing a basic vitals check and everything like that. He is breathing, although it is a very shallow and very rapid breath, as if. And you actually do check his pulse, and his pulse is skyrocketing right now.
Woof. What you see? Mushrooms or cocaine?
Yes.
Maybe both.
Around a little bit, not enough to injure anyone because he's very much in just a stupor and trying to like move parts of his body and flailing a little bit.
Should we like tie him up?
You start
Like
watching
restrain him for our safety?
debating this. You watch as some of the mud that had previously been on his face begins to dry and harden very quickly, and you actually watch as bits of steam
I'm jumping back.
emerges from cracks.
Oh god, he's boiling alive.
Yeah, I watched that motherfucker get fire hands in the basement of that building. I'm not letting him get fire hands on me.
flames on the side of my face.
So are you guys just continuing to watch him?
Wasn't he punch? I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
Mio.
He might be dying here.
I mean, I guess. Like, is there water close?
There's a little bit of like stagnant water around in some of the mud puddles and things like that. But...
Tyler will head outside after a minute of.
Yeah, I was actually going to be saying, sis, bring Alex out here, and we might
This
have an
isn't a
issue.
normal reaction to drugs. What did he take?
He tried one of the new Marshtown green ones along with a blue. Doesn't look like he's taking it too well. We need to get him to a healer.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Maybe this will teach him a lesson.
Doubt it, but all right, I'm picking.
I mean,
Mio,
I guess.
Mio, for the sake of this, you're basically unconscious. Like you're just kind of
Oh,
occasionally
fair
making noises and rapid breathing.
I'm picking him up, and we're.
Everything that is happening is involuntary. Okay, you pick him up and start heading back to town, trying to rush to Verse.
God damn it! I was gonna buy a whole bunch of other mushrooms. Fuck.
You can
Go
if you
back
want.
if you want, or you can do it now while I'm taking care of this. Your call.
Yeah, I'll meet you.
Like, yeah, fuck it, it'll be fine. I need my drugs, damn it.
You have this pretty well in hand. I'm gonna go back inside and finish getting stoned.
I'll just be a second.
That's fine.
I can turn into fast things. It's fine.
And anybody else sticking around, or are you all heading with and Mio?
I'm heading with Mio.
All right.
Yeah, I'll stick around then.
Finn, you and Tyler go inside with Alex, and he's just like, I am terribly sorry.
It's fine.
About
He
that.
should have not done that.
Yeah.
So what happens when you eat the red one and the green one together?
Normally, when you take a red one and a green one, you kind of get pumped up with energy on the red one, but the green one kind of mellows it out and staves it off. So you feel it's like having the green ones kind of expand your mind.
Ooh, yeah, I want a couple of those.
They're real expensive, Finn. They're like 10 gold a piece.
Holy shit.
I
Yeah.
have 2 left.
I bought 2.
Nice. They were so expensive, I bought literally all I had the money for.
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah, on one hand, I do owe these cats that I'm with some cash, but on the other hand, I do want one of those mushrooms, so I'll buy one of those mushrooms. Just
All right, here you
I'll
go.
buy. How much is a red
Can't do
one?
the
And
red
then there was also a yellow one.
There
Hey,
are
on
we
the
do
character
have yellow.
sheets,
Mhm.
what's the money second one up from the bottom? Is that gold?
Yes.
Okay, sweet. Sorry, I'm not joking. I really can't see
Heading from-
shit.
I know. Heading from bottom to up, it's platinum, gold, electrum, silver, and copper.
Okay, perfect.
But-
Alright, well, pay the dude.
Well, I do have the red ones, and I also have the yellow ones.
And what do they do again?
Well, the red ones normally make you kind of rage out and have a crazy amount of strength and energy. The yellow ones are just pure energy. Or
All
you
right.
kind of just you take a nap. One of the two usually.
Okay. How much for one of each?
Those ones are all 5 gold each. And I did make
Ooh.
a fresh batch of poultices as well, and I have those for 10 gold each if anyone's interested.
Yeah, give me another one of those.
I'll give you another poultice. And he hands one of those over for 10 gold.
I guess I'll just buy a red one.
All right, I can certainly do that for you. And he pulls out a red one.
5 gold.
I forgot to mention to the others when they were here. The last time you guys were here, you had asked about the pink mushrooms. Find
I
a
guess they
couple.
did.
And he pulls up a small jar, and there's literally 2 pink mushrooms in there.
What do they do?
Well, these ones are really good for if you're having a little trouble getting it up and going.
I don't have that problem.
Nope.
Any kind of
Oh,
elf ears,
good.
tingle.
Elf ears tingle.
You don't actually know because I don't have elf ears if it does anything else, but that's what I've been told.
You know, I can always test it for you and see if my ears
God.
tingle.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
I am so glad I'm not here for this.
I wish I could be.
Neo grumbles.
Oh my god!
Oh
Holy shit.
All of the high rolls are when you're buying drugs.
But the combat, we're going to be rolling nat ones.
Such a faithful customer, and you're genuinely interested, and I am too. Here you go, and he hands you one of the pink mushrooms.
All right, she'll
Sure to tell
stick
me
to a
how
word
it-
and pop it.
Okay. And for the sake of this, roll a wisdom check.
All right.
Just a straight wisdom check. 23. Bird, after you take it, you've tried a couple of his other mushrooms, and you're used to the kind of the zoning out effect of just feeling. This doesn't do that. You kind of the very tips of your fingers and even the tips of your toes kind of start tingling a little bit.
Mhm.
It starts in the very tip of your half-elven ears. Right, almost like that feeling when you're like your arm is asleep, a bit like that. But you still, as you touch it, and it consumes your entire ear eventually.
What the
Touch
fuck?
your ear. It is just absolutely pleasant to have it touch.
Like, oh.
not like sexual pleasure or anything like that.
Okay.
It's back of your head scratch. Oh yeah, that hits the spot. Like
Yeah,
a nice
these are
soft
nice.
massage.
You're right. It does tingle. So you can tell people that firsthand.
I will absolutely do that. And if you have any issues with the get up and go, and that seems to fix it, let me know.
I
I'm marketing
Don't-
that. There's a few people
don't
in
have
town
any
I
issues
think
with
could.
that. I don't have issues with that. Yeah.
Maybe you
Fair
can
enough.
grab one for that for the gnome cat next time you guys
He who did
hang out, making air quotes.
He would have needed one, yes.
Work on gnomes. That's an interesting question.
Well, if you see one with a purple hat, you should just give him one for free, because that was a sad show.
Damn.
Yikes.
Jeez.
I'll have to keep an eye out.
Oh,
I don't
shit.
see too many gnomes. They tend to be scared of the gators around here.
Need to link Sam
That's
this.
understandable.
It for you guys?
No, I think I'm
Nope.
good.
All right. Well, you guys have a pleasant day, and I have a phone call to answer. God damn it.
That sucks your call.
I need to clip part of this episode and message it to Sam.
Tyler's gonna go around asking people to rub her fucking ears.
I am not. She'll just
She'll
be
rub
touching
her
her
own
own
ears.
ears.
Oh, so you're gonna be touching yourself while your friend's overdosing on?
Yes. Short answer, yes.
Oh my
Once again, so glad my guy is not here for this.
Get up and go.
So I tell you, never describe what's this dude that you're looking for look like?
Honestly, I'm gonna have to wait for Corey to come back because I know his face, but I don't know his face
I am
personally.
that, thankfully,
Hello.
Thankfully, this is a thing I don't actually have to do until Monday. So
Nice.
not even
Oh,
me doing
sweet.
it. Okay,
So,
you're wanting. So
I know that.
from what you remember,
Uh-huh.
just kind of being a human. First off,
Mhm.
seemed to be Caucasian skin. Out were the just dark, penetrating eyes and a bit of a light goatee. blondish. It was kind of hard to tell in the light because it was dark at that night. Wearing a cloak or a hood on his cloak, so it was a bit hard to make out any other facial details other than that. Seeing the name, the blade, and the black blade eventually, before learning about this purple tiefling.
All right. So I'm like human, blonde facial hair, dark eyes. That's all I really know.
Cool. I guess we should probably go up to the healer spot, check on
Yeah,
Fucking-
probably.
the little tiny tripper.
And his nickname has been named.
She's gonna
As
walk
you
and
guys
like
are-
each step is going to be very deliberate. Just like it's all tingly.
It like I said, it's not like a sexual tingle or anything, but
Right.
it's pretty pleasant. Like, quite, even though I compared it to that, it's not quite like when your arm falls asleep or anything, and it's really just uncomfortable. It's more like you're feeling every reverberation amplified.
Yeah. So every
It's
step's
pretty
totally
nice.
gonna be deliberate.
Yep, it's pretty nice.
Be playing with her ears the entire walk back.
Yes. Precisely.
As I see this, I'm gonna walk a little ways off and pretend that I'm not walking with her.
Like what?
And she takes big, deliberate steps down the middle of the street with a big, dopey smile on her face, rubbing her ears.
So,
Like, look at some people like, this fucking lady, what the fuck, man?
as all of that has happened earlier, Mio, you're still unconscious, essentially, just having a bit of a night, like, not quite a night terror, but more like you're passed out from fever and everything at this point. Or you have been carrying him into town with Karuk at your back as you're making your way to the Shelter of Favors. As you're holding him, what heat you're able to feel through his vestments, because they're not, he's not like wearing a trench coat or anything, but you're kind of holding him, and his body is really warm right now. Burning your hand or anything like that, but you do see why the mud was kind of like baking, and at this point, it has completely like dried, cracked, and hardened and fallen off. Sun for too long, but his whole body's kind of just getting warmer and warmer as you make your way into the Shelter of Favors. Starting to like question you, they just open the door and let you in. In hall area where the various cots are scattered around and different people are being cared for. The healer you had previously met the day before, Kate Steele, happens to be working with another patient. She looks up and sees you guys. You this time.
He took a couple shrooms and he passed out, and now he is burning up.
Oh shit! Take him to the back room. Follow me. Come on. Didn't I literally just tell you guys not to let him take more shrooms like that?
We didn't have a chance. He was way too fast.
That's fair. He seems like a fast little fuck.
He is.
Yeah, right. And she guides you right into one of the rooms as you set him on the bed. He's not like flailing anymore at this point. He's kind of calmed down, and the moves are what little movement there is that's involuntary from his body is just really sluggish. Just barely trying to be going through the motions, maybe part of his training or something, but trying to do something, muscle memory maybe. Really exaggerated though, as if he's losing energy. Kate kind of walks over, tries to take his temperature on his forehead, and quickly whacks her hand off. She's like, okay, so that's not good. Right, and she starts going through a different chest, pulling out an old book, starts going through different pages, looks like for some kind of information. Anybody know do we know what he took exactly, other than just mushrooms?
One yellow mushroom and one blue mushroom.
It was
Not yellow.
It was a green.
Green.
Blue mushroom.
Green.
Okay.
The guy told him to take like half, and he wound up putting both of the whole ones each in his mouth before anybody could stop him.
Yeah.
Holy light, that's not good. Okay, so there's the blue, and she seems to jot down a quick little note. Okay, which mushroom was it? And she holds up this book, and you actually do see this is actually compendium of flora and fauna, it looks like. She has it open to different pages with various little diagrams, some of which are colored, some of which are not, but 3 of which do appear colored in various shades of green. One is this deep verdant green color, almost like the color of like a pine needle, except it's through the entire body, with various little white stripes on it. One you're seeing is more of a lime green color that has blue and red flecks all throughout it. Looks a bit familiar. It's hard to get the translucent color, but it appears to be a lighter shade of green. Looks to be about the same shape, though.
Do I recognize that one as the one he took?
You do. Based on your knowledge of woodcraft and everything and what you saw, even though you can't draw a translucent mushroom, this looks like it's probably it.
Yeah, I'll point to that one then.
Okay. Let me see here. Antidote. Enough. And she starts pulling out a couple different little vials with different extracts inside of it. 5 or 6 on this table, trying to get things ready. As she pulls up a mortar and pestle, starts pouring drops of them in, seems to be measuring them out very precisely, trying to figure out what this antidote is as she's following the recipe in it. One right?
I'm sorry, say that last part again, you cut off.
Also took a blue one, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and she quickly rummages back in her trunk again, pulling out a bit of it looks like almost like a leaf or a small branch of some kind, crushing in her hand real quick and pouring the contents into the mortar and pestle, grinding it up with the different liquids. Holding it up to Mio's mouth and just trying to slowly force feed it into him. This, Taylor, based on your previous medicine roll, to be fading. Like there's less and less energetic movement from him. In fact, when she starts trying to feed the antidote into his mouth, basically going limp. She's slowly just trying to make sure every last drop gets inside, to make sure that is forced to swallow it. Doing so, she, in a bit of a, not quite a complicated gesture, but in what seems to be some kind of ritual, makes a couple hand signs with her hands, similar to how you do for some of your spells, onto his chest, and you watch as just this brief flash of light seems to be the palms of her hands into his body, almost lighting up some of his flesh. Eventually fades. He's still breathing, but still shallow, still very, very labored at this point. Back. I don't think I'm going to be able to save this one. He didn't have enough time to recover from the last time.
No shit.
Just kind of walks over and sits at the little desk with the chest and everything. Neo, you slowly come to consciousness. Everything, badly before. As you wake up, you are back in the shelter of favors in the bed you previously were. You have almost no energy. You don't feel any kind of thing or even barely move. You just kind of tilt your head and you see Taylor standing there, and as you're kind of coming to consciousness, Finn and Tyler joining behind them. Shelter, and are just kind of pointed to the back room where Kate had been working, as you see Neo just laying on this bed, Kate just at her desk rubbing the bridge of her nose.
Hey guys.
Oh, that was interesting.
I'll give you a couple minutes. And she just seems to walk away.
She looked pretty bummed.
My nose hurts. Did I fall?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
For
you.
real hard.
You
I
almost died because you took too much.
it all hurts. I'm tired.
Yeah, it wasn't a very good idea.
Yeah, maybe we nibble the mushrooms from now on.
Or know what they do to you before you take them, maybe?
Yeah.
I'm just. It all hurts.
I can imagine, buddy.
Yeah.
I mean, who
Just,
hasn't been there?
Is it hot here?
I mean, it's like the normal temperature.
I think I need to take a nap.
It's probably
I think I need to go to sleep.
All right, buddy, you crash out.
Yep. Go ahead.
I'll miss you guys.
What?
I'll miss you. I'll see you later.
All right, yeah. Like
Okay.
taking a nap, homie. You're not taking a trip.
You're not dead if that makes you feel better.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
Alright.
Falls limp.
Okay.
Taylor,
All right, are we hauling this dude back to the inn, or are we just leaving him here?
Taylor, you notice that his breath has stopped.
Oh god.
Whoa, what the?
Can I get the lady back, or is she probably not going to take care of it?
Only out in the hallway, just still bridge of her nose pinched in kind of defeat.
Oh, she knows.
Hey,
Yo! I don't think it worked, lady.
Yeah, it wasn't going to. He didn't have enough time from rest of the poison out.
Oh shit. Welp?
this is weird.
Yeah. I mean,
Awkward.
yeah. Alright, well, I guess we don't have to frame the legate. Because I don't give a shit about that Scythe.
Yeah, that's,
If you'd like us to, we'll take care of the body.
Yeah, that's probably good. He was part of some monastic order up in the mountains.
yeah.
If that helps.
We never figure out it. We never figure out the name of it, but they probably want.
I mean, do they?
Before, and when he was in here yesterday, in his sleep, but... I am sorry for your loss.
So, like, dude just took 2 mushrooms and just fucking died? Oof, I might take this. I'm gonna hang on to...
He took quite a bit of mushrooms the other day.
Yeah, that's true.
And the amount of recovery time he probably needed, and whenever I was trying earlier, it sensed like there was damage from the day before. Were you guys in some kind of fight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scuffle.
It happens, you know.
Judging or anything, I'm just wondering.
Yeah, no, he didn't. He got pretty worked over.
Probably didn't help then. Happens though. That's how the swamp works.
Yeah.
Down.
Okay.
Real quick, I'll get one of my attendants to at least get him out of here and whatever's needed. I'll give you guys a minute with him if you want to collect anything from him if you need to. He just kind of walks.
I mean, I'm gonna take the drugs off of it.
Because he's totally going to take them now.
Okay. For the record,
No, I mean for me.
Yeah, for the record, I have no drugs or money on me.
Okay, well, I'm gonna.
I ate all the drugs and I spent all the money.
That's fair.
It
He
doesn't keep you
has
from patting him down.
possession,
Right.
7 darts, a lucky charm, some clothes, various explorer's kit stuff that you all kind of have. If you'd like extra, you can.
Seems
And yeah, no
ghoulish
money, no
at
money
this
at all.
point.
I'll take
The-
the rope.
He also had his very complex looking, well, not complex, very ornate looking quarterstaff.
I mean, I'll take the quarterstaff.
It's one of the equal wa. It's a quarterstaff essentially. Same thing.
All right.
Yeah,
All
I'll
right.
always take the rope from his pack. Never have too much rope.
You have another like 50-foot thing of rope. I think it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I just added it.
Of course I have 50 feet of rope.
Anything else?
Alright, so that was weird. Did not wake up today expecting that to happen.
To
No.
quote Taylor exactly, we might lose a party member to drug abuse in combat.
And we did.
I think I just walked into a fucking after-school special.
I feel really weird
It's your
high right now.
might die.
No.
Like
Yeah, how you feeling?
Tyler's
Well,
feeling the
fucking
weirdest she's
high
ever
full
felt,
shirt.
being super high, just standing there watching someone die from being high.
I'm just gonna look at my sister and say, and this is why it's not a good idea for doing drugs.
Well, no, let's not take the wrong thing away from this.
No,
Preachy
no.
preacher, son.
He was
It's
he was
Let me-
stupid about.
Let me rephrase. It's not good to hand somebody drugs that doesn't quite understand, oh, what's the word
Has
I'm
the-
looking here?
has the mind-
Are you blaming
Moderation.
me for this? Are you blaming me for this, Taylor?
I'm saying if you were going to give him some, you should have given him a tiny little bit
Oh, I didn't give him that.
the first
Oh,
time.
you actually gave it to him?
No, that was not me.
That was me. I
Oh.
gave him the full one the very first time.
Oh, so that was you.
I don't know why you're thinking I'm gonna give a child a bunch of drugs.
Well, alright. I mean, honestly, though, with this, like, that dude's with the life we're leading, I mean, is this the worst way to go?
Nope.
I mean,
No.
I could
I
think
think
of much worse.
stuck full of fucking holes, dumped in a shallow grave in the woods would be a little bit worse.
Or slain and then thrown into the alligators.
Oh, yeah, that would. Or partially slain and thrown to the alligators would be worse.
Like what we did to those people last night.
I mean, we really killed them first. Like, we didn't throw anybody in there alive. Since we're all very dead. Oh, they're giving us some privacy.
Yeah, I don't need anybody outside to hear that.
Yeah, we're fine.
Alright, well, so I think we paid our respects enough. Let's fucking dip.
Looting the body and talking about your past crimes.
We're the best people.
Yep, you guys are.
Granted, we don't know
we
this
only
person
knew him-
all
we
that
only knew
well.
him
We
for
only
the-
knew him a few
No.
days.
Remember, it's like a week.
Yeah, it's been like
Hasn't
maybe.
even been a week. It's been like 5, maybe 6 days tops.
Yeah, how many days has it been since we started? Corey.
I have a record of that somewhere. Shit, where the hell was it? So that's.
Do-do-do.
It's
been 6 days.
Like 3 or 4 times. Okay, yeah, 6 days. That's what I thought.
This is session 6. Each session so far has taken up about a day.
Chase, I hope you realize that you're gonna have to post the rest of the stuff that Mio didn't understand.
Oh, I will. I'll post that. Here, I'll send it right now.
I thought this was session 5.
Might be. I might be off.
It is, yeah. I did have the last one on the.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. You guys had.
page
You,
4.
you guys had a. Right, there was one day where it just kind of went by. I mean. So.
Either
Yeah,
way.
Alright,
so
well-
we're not like super attached to Mio
Yeah,
yet.
no.
So.
So having
I still feel
ta-
shitty. At least my character does.
Oh yeah, no. Tyler feels shitty, just shittier that she's stoned as hell right.
I feel shitty because that dude could fucking throw hands like I've never before goddamn seen. He's not having a fucking fight.
Yeah.
That is the only thing I'm upset about. That dude was a fucking pain in the dick.
Dude, thanks.
I mean, it's not really bothering me. Not dealing death every day.
Paid your respects and looted the body.
Yeah.
You make your way out of the hallway into the main chamber of the favors. Kate just kind of is talking to one of her apprentices, sees you guys walking out, and just kind of nods at you guys. Stops and goes, "We'll take care of everything." Like I said, again, sorry.
Eh.
So continue making your way out of the.
I palmed a silver and slid it to her on the way out.
She walking away. You try to, see if she's noticed what you've done, and she just nods. Not that though. Making your way out of the shelter of favors, though, and once again, the day is yours.
Well, I mean, I guess we should probably go to the Grumpkin and circle up, figure out what we're going to do next. Because, I mean, I'm not super interested in like getting involved with his Leggett shit. If the only thing we're getting out of is that fucking sky, then I don't give half a shit about that.
Yeah, no. We'll probably have to tell him that we're not doing it. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, we can tell him that when we. Well, we want to go get paid and then go. I mean, once that's done with, just what tell us. Dude, he's supposed to tell us like the deal on how to get a hold of, like the person that can find your person, right?
Yeah. We should probably go do that. I guess that's our next stop. Or are we
Cat's
stopping?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the upside, our shirt just got a little heavier. Hello.
Yeah, you guys are on your way there. Give me 1 second. I'm just making sure something.
No, I thought I was cutting out. I couldn't hear anybody.
Okay, you guys make your way over to the ritzier area of town, Founder Street, eventually finding the very familiar facade of the Cat's Paw Pub. Inside, it's only about noon at this point, so you guys have already had an eventful morning.
Excuse me.
Least. As you walk inside, Lorenzo is behind the bar, and he appears to be conversing with a human male. Appears to have shoulder-length blonde hair, a bit dirty, almost like a dirty blonde, unkempt, kind of swept behind his head, pale white skin with a kind of a darker set of chainmail armor and a very thick-looking his belt. As he just kind of quickly turns to see that the door is opening, you notice that he has a nice set of bright blue eyes as well. Most notably, though, this dude is massive. He's about 6'5", in that range.
Nope.
Pretty beefy looking. Quickly turns back and appears to continue his conversation with Lorenzo. As you guys start making your way a little closer, Lorenzo just goes, "I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you, man. I've never seen a woman like that before."
What do you mean you've never seen a woman like that before? It's a simple question. Bright blonde hair, bright blue eyes. She's scary as shit. That's all you have to know.
Never seen a woman like that before, man. I don't know what to tell you.
I ran into 3 people on my way down here, and they all said that she was somewhere in this town. Now I gotta find her.
I don't know what to tell you, man. I run a bar. I've never seen a woman like that come in.
Speaking
Might be
of,
better off
I would like
someone
to.
else. Well, all right. What do you want?
What's your strongest?
Water.
I'm sorry. Did you say water?
Nothing hits harder than distemper.
I think he said swamp water, but I think his Discord chat cut out for a second.
I think it did.
Dude.
Amazing.
For all those interested, about 1 hour and 18 minutes into the recording.
Are you trying to sell me alcohol that's just You just go outside and collect some water from outside? Because
God. Not what here. Just fucking. And he puts a mug of this kind of bluish greenish liquid in front of you. Smells a bit fruity, but smells pretty good. And it does smell like it's strong.
All right. He just starts drinking it. Downs it, actually.
By the way.
All right. Just chugging it still.
Oh, is the boss in?
No, he's out right now. He should be back here in a couple hours, though.
Yeah, we can always wait around.
Hey, is a big game going on?
That I'm aware of, and he goes and you see he just kind of has this little slat that he opens up. He's like, no, looks like there's just a couple of people back there enjoying drinks. No one planned anything yet.
I'm gonna get some swamp water.
All right, that's a swamp water for you.
Yep.
Anyone else? Anything?
What time of day is it?
Who cares?
It's like it's afternoon at this point, probably pushing like 1.
Day drinking's fine.
Exactly. Yeah, we could actually all use a drink today. I'll take a drink too.
All right. And he just keeps pouring, and no one's told him anything other than swamp water, so he's just going to keep pouring swamp waters.
That's fine. I'll take one.
No, I'll take a swamp.
He puts 3 swamp waters on the table.
How strong was the swamp water? Was it like
Kind of get a whiff off of the others, and it smells a bit strong, but also smells like tastes pretty good. It's a bit fruity.
Just because, let's hope alcohol mixed with whatever the fuck this shroom is doesn't murder me, and then she's like sips of it.
Feel in addition to your fingertips, your toes, and your ears all tingling, your stomach kind of warms up a little bit, and then it tingles the same way.
Oh, this is amazing.
nice?
It's better than usual.
Slams the mug down on the table.
Fill me up.
Ah,
That was
hi. God.
all right.
Sorry.
I mean, it's cool. Just, yeah.
Would you guys happen to know anything? Scary blue bitch with white blue eyes?
I'm sorry, blue?
Bright blue eyes, yes.
And what did you say she was blue?
No. She's white. She's
Like,
like points to his own skin. White. Bright blue eyes. Blonde hair. A little bit shorter. Probably looks a little crafty.
Are you asking me if I've seen a human with blonde hair and blue eyes? Because I've seen a lot of.
Like my blue eyes. And he opens his eye and he just kind of like he spreads his eyelids apart for you like this.
Are they different than a normal blue eye I've seen?
I mean, they're pretty pale blue. Like, for comparison, like blue,
Like what blue?
like from Game of Thrones, the White Walkers.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's a
Pretty blue.
glowing blue.
Not quite glowing, but like that color. Yeah.
She kind of
They're not,
stares
like,
at it for a
illuminated- they're not,
second.
like, fucking hidden. Say
What?
Tyler, what's your intelligence score?
My intelligence. Hang on. 11.
Finn would recognize this because I know he has a crazy high, like, passive everything.
I have a high
Description?
passive perception.
Based on the description, Finn, the only person that you know of in town that fits that
Mhm.
is Kate Steele.
Did anybody else hear anything?
Oh, did that cut out?
Yeah,
I heard it.
Okay.
Fuck. All right. No, apparently I'm cutting out now. Hey, it's my turn to suck.
Might have been
Awesome.
the internet.
I figured it out.
Oh,
Discord
just on my
client
internet. That
is
shit's
taking a
humming
shit.
right along. All right, hang on. I'm gonna disconnect. I'll jump back in because I didn't hear anything you said.
Corey, by the way, what's the conversion from gold to silver?
I
10?
think it's like, is it? I think it might be.
Gold to silver is 10 to 1, so 10
Okay.
silver is 1 gold.
Okay.
Same thing for copper to silver, silver to gold, gold to...
And you said it was 1 or 2 silver pieces.
And he's poured you a second one now.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, I'm back.
And how much did you say you cut out again for me?
I heard Corey say
Silver each for a swamp water.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I'll pay him obviously. Yeah, you cut
And,
out after I saw one person that looked like that.
Based on the description
I'm
that
sorry,
you've been
what?
given, he hasn't said that out loud.
No, thought I did.
Based on the description that he's giving Finn, the only person
Mhm.
you've encountered in Marshtown that description is Kate Steele.
Yeah, that's kind of
Healer.
what I was thinking. Yep. You got a name for this person you're looking for?
Well, she's probably not going by the name, knowing she could be going by anything. I mean, we knew her as Ingrid, but who knows at this point?
That's cool. You seem pretty intent on getting at her. Like, she do something to you?
Nothing to me. I need to get her back.
I mean, if she broke up with you, it's understandable.
Oh no.
I mean, I
Farther
wouldn't
north
go
than what
out
I'm used to. That's not no.
Oh. Because I was gonna say it's kind of weird to go after her if that's the case.
Oh no, we are not one of those families. Let me tell you. I mean, no.
Gotcha.
No, I mean, I've seen what it looks like that, but if I do, I'll definitely let you know.
All right. Well, if you stumble across her, tell her Gunther's looking for her, and that really like to have a few words with her. She'll know what it
Gunther.
means.
All right.
Yeah. He goes back to chugging his next swamp water.
I will also be drinking.
All right. It's just as you remember. It's a bit fruitier than you. It always catches you off guard a little bit. Just this weird blue-green swirl-looking drink, but tasting just so fruity and delicious.
How long is this like tingly thing gonna last?
I mean, it's been about an hour at this point, and it's still going.
Yeah. All right. Like full swing.
Full swing.
Start to
All right.
taper off.
Oh boy.
I'm just
Actually, hold on,
wondering.
wait. Let me.
Is she drinking like I am, Corey, or I guess Tyler? Are you Taylor?
How heavy? How heavy are you drinking, Tyler?
I
Yeah.
mean, I'm assuming new guy is drinking heavily, or just
Very.
a lot at once.
He's drinking pretty heavily.
She's not
She's
drinking
holding
as
his own.
heavily, but she's not drinking lightly. She's drinking a normal amount. Not like heavy, slam it back on the table and ask for another round, but like, you know, a good few mouthfuls at a time.
Like the regular person that would drink this close to noon.
Yes,
Not an
Precisely.
alcoholic.
precisely.
Hey, let's not go on throwing around the A word, all right?
Speaking of which, I just bought gin and tonic, and I'm gonna have one. Yes.
All right.
I notice her drinking, and she's kind of like slowing up, and I take the mug down.
That's not your drink of choice, is it?
Oh, I mean, I like this. I'm not
That's
really
not
picky.
your drink, though.
No.
Mm.
I don't. I guess not. I don't have a lot of experience with alcohol, mainly.
Not a lot of experience.
I mean,
Fuck
with
you do for
different
fun?
kinds. Shrooms. I mean,
Oh, we don't mess with those up. Oh no.
I mean, I just find them. You know, I find them or buy them.
Oh,
Mostly buy them.
You're not
I'm
here.
sorry. What?
Nothing.
People sell you those things?
I mean, yeah, but he finds them in the forest. When I can't, I found them before.
He kind of gives you a weird look, and it's just like
Borderline cow shit.
takes another swig.
This is just fermented shit, so.
He puts the mug down slowly. He looks at the barkeep.
Do we need to have this talk?
I don't mean literal shit.
No, how alcohol's made.
I know, it's just from what she said.
I mean, it's not fermented shit. It's fermented things that all make alcohol. Just
Well, you
I was
named it
using
swamp
shit
water.
as a wide variety of things.
He
Mhm.
takes another swig.
No,
he
if I knew
slaps,
this was shit, I wouldn't be drinking it.
He puts two gold or silver pieces on the table. Get her whatever she wants.
Nope. Thanks. Just
so if
gonna.
your
I am
next
a couple.
couple drinks are paid.
Yeah, she's gonna. I am. Like as she drinks, and she's not gonna say anything else unless she's spoken to. Not in the misogynistic sense, but you know.
While this is going on, is anyone else doing anything?
I don't know, man. I guess if that dude's not back for a while and there's no fucking game, let me go take a stroll. Come back around here in a little bit.
I was just sitting at a table having a drink.
Plus, I probably gotta go feed Elvis.
Does he need to eat?
Yeah, I mean he's like pseudo dragon. He's just hangs out with me, and I can make
I
him
didn't
disappear
know.
if I want to.
I didn't know if he was like a.
I mean, he doesn't
Like
like have to eat, but he still kind of thinks he's real. I mean, he is technically real. I don't really know all the rules behind this shit.
Huh.
So
Right.
I figure it's probably better to err on the safe side. I don't want to, accidentally starve the poor little dude to death.
Taylor, I'm
Plus, he's
sure.
pretty dope.
I'm sure Keith is.
Oh, I fed her on the way to the mushroom place.
All right, so you guys gonna just chill here because I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah. I'll just chill.
All right.
She'll keep drinking her swamp water.
Anyone else doing anything? Lorenzo at this point is just kind of polishing glasses and topping off your drinks whenever needed.
Fucking Ingrid. Can't believe fucking. Nobody's seen a scary blue bitch with blue eyes.
Scary blue. No, I haven't seen any blue people around.
Blue-eyed bitch.
I'm wondering if this. I'm
Blue-eyed
wondering if
bitch.
it's character or not because I feel like Chase is just getting flustered at this point.
Have I seen a blue? Have I seen his description?
Holds open his eye again, staring at another person.
Like this.
Have I seen
now
this?
now that you're actively thinking about it, go ahead and roll an intelligence check.
All right.
And obviously, Corey, you know where I'm going, right?
Yes, I do. Yeah, you. Well, are you heading?
Oh, beeline to Kate.
Okay.
Yeah. Like once, obviously looping around, make sure fucking
Okay.
the goddamn mountain back there isn't following me.
The mountain.
Tyler, still nothing. Still nothing.
I'm like, I'm kind of drunk and I'm kind of stoned right now. So
While this is going on at the bar, yeah, Matt, you make your way back to the shelter of favors. Kate is there, still talking with a different one of her apprentices, kind of hovering over another bed.
I'll
3
whistle.
times in one day.
Yeah, this was more of a favor to you. Name Ingrid ring a bell? How about
No,
a
should
big giant motherfucker calls himself Gunther?
The bell.
Says he's looking for an Ingrid, some kind of crafty bitch with blonde hair and blue eyes.
Is it ringing any bells? Is that all he said? Pale woman, blue eyes? That's
Pale woman, blonde hair, blue eyes, crafty.
I mean, shit, that could be any woman from the north, really. That's kind of their stereotype.
Yeah. Well, like I said, he said he's been told that she was here. Said her name was Ingrid. Seemed pretty fucking intent on talking to her. Kind of veered between like familial and a little bit menacing. So he might just be a little unhinged. But like I said, he was asking around about this person, and you seem to fit that general description. So,
God damn it! Not trying to do that. My bad.
How dangerous did he look?
I mean, he was fucking gigantic with a goddamn warhammer the size of a fucking dinner plate. So, fairly.
Wait one moment. And she just kind of walks back into her back room area. Comes out about 2 minutes later. She now has a shield on her left arm and a sword strapped to her belt. I'm kind of curious to see how dangerous and if he's really thinking I'm this Ingrid person. Shall we?
Oh shit, this is not at all the reaction I figured you'd have. Yeah, fuck it, man.
Oh, I know. Whoever he's looking for
Let's
isn't
go.
me. So I figured might as well go poke the bear a little bit. I could use a little of a, bit of a way to blow off some steam.
Yeah. No, fuck, I'm down. Let's do it. Kind of pumped.
You guys make your way back to the Cat's Paw Pub. Meanwhile, having
Hey,
Well, it
let me
seems to be going on.
go in before you come in, so it doesn't look like I just came and got you, because I don't want it to come off that way.
do the count or how about 60? Yeah, 60 empires. How about that?
Yeah, perfect.
You walk back into the Cat's Paw Pub. Doesn't look like anyone's really moved or left.
Nice.
Tyler
Tell
seems
us what
to
hunger.
be having been drinking a little bit.
Oh boy, you guys fucking did a whole lot while I was gone. Tyler, is that number 3?
And what have you?
I was just curious. Your brother could judge one.
Sounds like it's 4 or 5.
That's what I was about to say.
That answers that question in a lot of ways.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
While this is going on, you're kind of mentally counting down in your head, Finn, and you hit, 55 empires, 56 empires, 57, and right at 60 empires, in through the door walks Kate Steele. The party notices this time she actually has a shield thrown across her back this time, as opposed to when you saw it on her arm earlier, Finn. But she also has a sword at her belt. Look over, hearing the door open, and you see a woman who she vaguely fits the description you're thinking of.
Are you saying that to me or?
You look at her, and I mean, she's definitely pale. She's got white blonde hair. She's got icy blue eyes. Bit of almost like not quite a gothic look to her, but a little goth. Vaguely fits the description, but it's not Ingrid.
Goes back to drinking.
Looks up to you and stands at the bar next to you. What's the matter, big guy? I heard you were looking for someone that fits my description.
He kind of looks up at her. You're not her. He takes another sip.
Well, I know I'm
Nobody
not.
in here pissed themselves when you walked in, so you're not her.
Oh, okay. Let's not be throwing around insults like that, big boy. I just wanted to see.
Oh shit!
Just wanted to see who was looking for someone with my description. I just wanted to make sure that you're not here to cause trouble and I'm not aware of it.
No. Shit, I'm trying to stop trouble. She would have started it.
What's this woman like?
When I say nobody in here pissed themselves when you walk in, I mean that literally.
All right.
That'd be a super gross power to have.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. That would be pretty gross. Made you think that she was here in Marshtown? Not a lot of Northerners here.
Who said anything about
In your face. Don't give me that. I've been there. All right, I know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, whatever. There's not, like I said, there's not a lot of your kind around here. So
What do you mean your kind?
now I'm gonna give you that shit.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
Point is, whoever you're looking for, I don't think she's here.
Well, if you're the only person in town that has blonde hair and blue eyes other than me, I think that's a pretty safe assumption.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain it's a safe assumption. If you want any information, you'll have to talk to the Swamp Dragon. He might know whoever the hell you're looking for.
See the guy who makes this weird ass drink?
He's the guy that owns the bar, so technically, I guess, yeah.
Oh, delightful. I'd love to have a few words with him.
All right, well, I'm sure Lorenzo might be able to help you out, or maybe them. Pretty sure they're good friends with him at this point.
Taps a bar mug, or he taps a mug on the table.
Lorenzo!
Yeah?
Nothing.
He says, yeah.
Did his mic cut out like when I did
he's-
that, or like?
No, he's,
No, it was very fast.
I didn't hear him
He
respond.
said yeah.
I
didn't
said,
hear it.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
I need to talk to a dragon.
If you're talking about Ferone, I already told these guys, and he just gestures over to the motley crew around the bar. They're waiting on him too. He's not in yet.
Yep.
Huh. Well, I'll need to have a word with. I don't want anybody else getting in any shit before anything else starts. So, it's gonna need to be pronto. You know.
You wait your turn, buddy. Wait your damn turn.
Yeah, we kind of have business.
I don't think you guys quite picked up on the description before. Literally pissing yourself when she walks into the room.
But I mean,
That
she's
is the
not
no
here.
least of what will happen.
I give no shits.
She's not here, so I mean, they can probably wait. We kind of have.
Knowing her, she's probably off terrorizing some orphan.
Okay.
It's kind of
Check the
important I find her.
orphanage.
For the record, there is no orphanage here, so
I'm
He
sorry.
doesn't know that.
I don't. I don't know.
Kate Steele said that.
Damn
Yes.
Well, he looks at
Yeah.
Kate. He's like,
Thank you for taking your time to come down here. Can I buy you a drink?
Now he wants to be civil with her.
I came all
he
this way to hopefully poke a bear and see if you were here to kill me or something. Might as well.
I
Go ahead and order what you want. I got it.
I'll do a line of fire, Lorenzo. He just kind of looks and says, all right.
Oh.
And you watch as he pours 4 different little shot glasses, one with each a different color liquor on each, and he actually takes a match to a candle and manages to light each one of them on fire.
Yes.
Looks over and winks at you, Tyler, and then very quickly downs all 4.
Oh my god, you're my hero.
My God. Give her another.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good for a little bit. It's always best to let the fire quench a little bit in your stomach.
For
You gotta wait at
voila.
least 10 minutes
Oh my lord.
for that. Anyway, I should probably get back to work. I just wanted to make sure you weren't here to cause trouble looking for me or someone looking like me, apparently. But
No. I'm like I said before. I'm here to stop the trouble, not cause it.
Tyler just quietly is like, why the fuck didn't I know that thing existed? I would have done that for
she just kind of looks around and just, see you guys later. From the bar.
Okay, bye.
Bye. The pleasure was mine to meet you.
And she actually says in a language no one else but Gunther understands, for the North.
he nods to her and says it back.
Actually, hold on. There's one thing. Okay. Would recognize that as Northern, but you do not speak Northern. For the record. Anyway.
Me?
No, Taylor and Tyler. They
I was like,
based on where they grew up, they don't speak it. You are fully fluent in it.
Alright.
first of all, Taylor, I'm feeling very attacked right now.
I've only had one. How am I an alcoholic? I've had one.
I've only had enough to make me sound stupid.
I've had like 5 or 6.
That's fine.
And you're also high. Let's remind you.
Yeah, that amplifies things. Realistically, I probably only had like 3.
something like that.
So,
Still
a
thinking.
lot of elves around these parts. He points at Tyler. He looks at you and he points at your ears. A
Half.
lot of you around here.
No.
Gunther, as she says that, you look and see that there is another male, looks to be about a half elf, looks very similar to Tyler, half elf ears, and then there's a full-blooded female elf at the end of the bar.
Well, that was a lie right there.
Okay, there's me and my brother, and then our new friend who I didn't know we were gonna meet elves over here, but haven't seen many.
Where you from?
North, but not as north as you're looking.
I don't know what you're talking about. And he takes another sip.
I mean, okay. From a city that doesn't like me very much, so yep.
Sounds like you need to go a little bit more.
A little more what?
Yeah, you
A
cut
little
out.
more north.
Why?
Because I bet they're super into elves that far north.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, my dad was. That's about it.
Leave the bedside table for the bedside, not the bar side.
Ew, you're fucking gross.
When you, all right, no, out of character. When you say my father was really into elves, it kind of implies.
Go.
Fucking hell.
Leave bar talk for the bar talk.
She just shrugs and takes another sip of her drink.
All right. At some point in this conversation, Lorenzo, the bartender, just kind of walks into the back area, little doorway and everything. Kind of disappears for 5 minutes as this is going on. Comes back as you guys are finishing your conversation, just looks at everyone and goes, Farone's in the back now, if everyone...
Gunther stands up and starts walking back there immediately. No hesitation.
Well, Gunther also doesn't know where the door is.
He gets up like he's looking for it. Like he knows. Like he gets up like he knows.
Is he going in with you guys, or...?
I guess he's coming in with us.
I mean, like, we're entering at the same time. He's not coming in with us. I just want to make that clear.
Yeah.
So we're gonna
Fair
go
enough.
in and talk our talk with him standing there.
I mean, let's just let him get his shit out of the way first, so he can fuck off and we can get our thing done.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. And Lorenzo hits his little button behind the bar, and you watch Gunther as you've been looking around for this door, and you hear a chunk behind you and turn, and part of the wall is now extending out a little bit, opening into a door.
My God, what sort of black fucking magic is this?
It's a secret door. Ever seen those?
Why would you need a secret door?
Why would
All the
you
good
not?
reasons?
Well, I mean,
I don't know any of the good or bad reasons. I need a reason.
Like, do you not have crime in the north?
We do. We just handle that shit.
Like, do you not have police in the north?
We're all police officers up in the north.
Oh, so it's like
Really
that.
true, but all right.
It's an exaggeration.
Okay, well, in other places, you have to have back rooms for private stuff.
We call those bedrooms.
Yeah,
Not
okay.
that kind of private.
God damn. Fucking Mio. It's like he never left.
Yeah, seriously, why do we always meet these people that don't understand the subtle meanings of shit?
All right, well, yeah, just go talk to Frown, and then we'll talk to him about our shit.
Yeah. All right. You guys walk in and just kind of gesture for Gunther to go first. Gunther, you kind of enter this back room at their urging, and you see there's numerous tables that look like you've been in bars before. You know what gambling tables look like.
Mhm.
None of them seem to be filled or anything like that. None of them are set up, so there's no gambling going on right now. There's various individuals in different pieces of leather armor, and even a few that look almost like the guards you've seen wandering around town. All just kind of scattered around, occasionally having some drinks. A few appear to be accompanied by women of the bar, who looks like they're probably paid to have a little bit of fun with the guards. And in the back corner, and where they're gesturing, there is in fact a corner booth where this very large. It doesn't seem very large to you, but you know that you're a bit bigger. This green dragonborn, thicker scales around the face. He just kind of looks up for work as you approach the table. With he has a pretty big mug of mead in front of him. It looks at you. He goes,
If you said something, I missed it.
he just kind of looks up at you, and he just looks up at you and goes, "Can I help you?"
Yeah, I've been hearing rumors of this scary white bitch with bright blue eyes and blonde hair somewhere around here. And the one girl that is apparently in town with that description is not her. So I need to know another lead.
Yeah, sounds like you made quite the impression on her.
It's not Kate.
It's not Kate, no. Obviously.
No. I've figured that out.
But you're looking for someone else who looks a bit like Kate.
Smaller. Sort of like that hooded girl out there with less pointy ears. A little bit more nimble on the quick side, and hair like mine, eyes like mine, potentially related, but that's up in the air.
I think Kate used the exact phrase, scary enough that everyone in the bar would piss themselves.
Yes, that is almost a statement, yes.
I think I know who you're talking about. She's not here in Marshtown. She's not in Marshtown.
Oh.
Way of getting a hold of her.
You do?
I don't have any way of getting a hold of her.
Oh.
I think I might know where she is, but someone who can probably at least give you a little more information about her.
I would very much appreciate that.
To be fair, what you're describing is just a northern woman to me. I'm just thinking it might be the same kind of person.
Her name was Ingrid.
I honestly don't know this woman's name. I just know that she looks exactly like a typical northerner, and she's scary as hell.
Now, no one's saying we're from the north.
Oh, please. I've been there. Okay? It's not a big deal. You're in case you haven't noticed, you're not exactly in the heart of the Empire here. You don't really have to worry too much about it. Hurt you to anyone.
I kind of take a look around the room, and I look at the guards specifically.
Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry
like
about
they've been
They're not the guards.
town.
They're not the guards you have to worry about. You need to worry more about the Imperial guards, who don't do a lot around here. Keep your head down. Try not to get in any fights or anything that would draw their attention, and you'll be fine. All right. So long as you stay north of Marshtown, anywhere, you're probably safe.
Good to
know. They don't
know.
really give a shit about northerners in there. Northerners leave the north every once in a while, so you people do like it up there for a reason. So
don't know how the hell you guys tolerate all the warmth.
Used to it,
Well,
Personally speaking, I don't like snow under my scales, so
yeah, it goes well with my hair.
I'm sure it does. Yeah, if you want to just kind of wait around and for someone. Actually, I think those people you walked in with, they have a bit of business with me as well that would probably involve you. One bit has a bit of a business relationship with who you're looking for.
Really? The nice people out there, and the one girl who can't handle her liquor.
Her in particular.
Her in particular. She knew it was a good thing to start buying her drinks. All right.
Yeah.
Well, do you want me to wait in here or go outside?
I'll leave that up to them if they want you around for that part of the conversation.
Well, if I'm in here, I'm gonna need a drink.
You guys watch as Farone looks up. You guys didn't hear any of this conversation really, other than the occasional loud bit of word. You kind of make it. You made out most of it though, Finn. You picked up on quite a bit of it. Watch though as Farone just kind of gestures and does the little two-finger like "come here" thing to you guys.
I guess we'll.
Yeah, I think that's us.
What's up?
Here's the little half pint.
He didn't make it.
Yeah.
That's sad. I kind of liked him. I mean, he was annoying as hell and lead flutist, but other than that, I kind of liked him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
kind of
was
grows on you.
likable.
You guys made it out and he didn't. That the gators are dead.
They are.
They are.
And were they fed to the gators?
Absolutely.
They were.
Sure were.
Good. I'm sure we'll
Although
probably
the
find
gators
some
may
kind
be
of
a little bit more dangerous now, but yeah.
Oh, they always are. Never underestimate the power of a very pissed off lizard who has a taste for human flesh. And he flashes his, dragon-like teeth
Ha
as
ha.
he says that. Anyway, here's the bounty for them, and he puts out 20 gold as agreed for the whole bounty, and tosses another 10 on there.
What's the 10?
I mean, you lost a little half pint doing work for us. Might as well pay for, his death.
Oh, speaking of, did that guy from your crew make it back?
Yes, he did. I appreciate that. It's hard to find good help, and shaky after that encounter. He's not a bad sneak, so it's always nice to have someone like him back in loyal hands. Anyway,
Hmm.
you guys made it sound like you're really only looking at the other job for.
Yeah, it turns out that was more his deal.
Fair. I mean, always willing to pay gold for
Like
it. If you
Mia's.
still want to do it, but
Yeah, I'm not thinking of starting shit with a legate being on the top of my list of things I want to do today.
fair. The legate's kind of a asshole, so
Yeah, still though. I like for cops to not know who I am.
blame you there. So you guys are probably good. I can send word ahead of you a little bit if you want to go meet with Havings today, or if you want to hold off on that meeting or anything. But I kept gestures his elbow over towards Gunther over here, who's just kind of hanging around. Tim over here because he's kind of a part of this. The information that you guys were trading for, doing that job for, you're probably going to hear about that he's looking for. So
Okay.
I don't know if you want him to come with you or not, or I can set up a second meeting, but
I mean,
in with this shit, it seems like, so.
This whole time I'm looking at Tyler, like narrowing my eyes a little bit more.
I'm just, like taking the. What is that meme? That little girl face?
Like,
That's
What?
just like the fuck. Yeah.
Oh, the one I linked earlier.
Yeah,
yeah, that one.
that face.
Anyway, leave that up to you
Yeah.
guys, if you want to.
You just like the fuck.
Based on what I know about what you guys are getting yourselves into, he might come in handy. I mean,
yeah, that's kind of what I was wondering.
look at that fucking hammer. I mean, really.
Yeah.
Safer in
Yeah.
numbers, probably.
Bring a fucking hammer that big unless you know how to use it.
Guess he doesn't say anything to that.
Yeah, I'm good with my hammers. Don't you worry about that.
Fraser?
No.
No.
No, I was just saying, Fraser.
Just no.
Tyler just kind of like.
So,
I assume by hammer you mean your penis.
No, I pull out like a smaller hammer and hold it up. I put it back.
You guys, it looks like a fairly like normal hammer, the one we use for like carpentry, except a little flatter, maybe for instead of bashing in nails, bashing in someone's head.
Sweet.
Gotta have a backup hammer.
Oh, true words, man.
If you guys want, let me know when you want to meet with him. I'll send word ahead of you.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say we probably get it going. I don't think there's a whole lot else to do in this fucking town.
I'm ready to get out of this town.
Fair enough. All right. And
For
he just
now.
kind of snaps his fingers real quick, and one of the men in just patchwork leather armor kind of comes over. Go ahead and let everyone know up at the Havings estate that the previously visited party is going to be up there meeting with the governor. He just kind of runs out through the back door. Enjoy your guys' drink, and once you guys are finished, it's probably been enough time, but once you finish, head on out.
That'll work.
All right. Well, if that's it, I have unfortunately, I have to organize tonight's fights, so.
Nice. I really wish we would have got that little dude to fight those fights.
Yeah, he wanted
That
to.
would've been
Ah, would have
entertaining.
made so much
The
goddamn
contender.
money.
Although I don't think, after the first bout of fights, I don't think I would have been able to find anyone willing to go up against him.
No. I mean, it would have just been that one time. But, oh shit, we could have made so much money.
Probably. But, rest of you, have a nice day. And he just kind of goes back to his paperwork, seems to be sifting through some documents. Dismiss you at this point. As walk away from the table, going to finish your drinks and everything. Let's go ahead and take a quick bathroom break.
Okay, okay.
Cool.
Sounds good, by the way, in case you guys didn't see anybody that actually got money from the payout. Everybody got 5 gold, 8 gold, 5 silver.
That does not include me, so I'm.
Yep, everybody but Gunther.
I'll just let you guys keep my share since I owed you for letting fucking dude in the woods go.
Don't worry about it. Everybody takes.
Yeah, you can take.
I already did the math. Screw it.
All good.
That's right, I don't make you do math twice.
He's not that cruel.
Oh, no, that's...
I was going to tell you this. You know about Dingus number 1 at work, him and his fiance splitting up, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh god.
Who I saw on Tinder today.
Oh, my God. Her or him?
Yeah. Oh, God, no.
Both?
Yep, I'm just preparing spells for the day since I didn't do that earlier.
Yeah, you probably should have.
Yeah,
actually-
I
probably.
want on record because it sounded like Chase was explaining his choices for switching characters and everything.
Yeah.
Well,
I
I
want-
actually, just so you know, I had it muted when we were on the 5-minute break, so it
that's
is
fine.
unmuted now. So for
That's
the
fine.
recording, it's clear.
On record that I did not push for that. in case
Yeah,
there
no,
was,
that was me. That was me.
in case there was anyone questioning whether I killed Mio off.
No, that was
not
yeah.
me.
I asked the original.
I can tell
plan
by the
was
way it
to-
went.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
original plan
same
was
here.
to have him die at some point later, and I said, like, I can't remember which one of us brought up the idea of the mushrooms, and I was just like, nope, let's
was
just
you.
have him overdose.
No, that was you because I was going to give him
Yeah.
a much more public death.
yeah,
Oh.
you were. I just said,
Oh.
no, let's just have him overdose. That seems
Before you
like
turn the
it.
quest line down, I can say it. You guys were if you guys had been talked into going into the legate's office, someone would have snitched on you. Mio would have gotten arrested because I would have made sure
Oh.
Mio pushed to go in 1st, hanged until dead.
Sweet.
Cool.
So don't
Yeah,
fuck with
good pick of the mushrooms, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, much more a dignified way to die.
Also, a way that doesn't involve us interacting with the police.
Yes.
That too.
Not getting us in trouble is good.
That it is. So anyway, now that we're all back in, then you guys finish your drink, having waited the 5-10 minutes that Farone kind of recommended waiting. But it's probably an appropriate time to head out to Havings Manor if you guys are ready.
I'm ready.
Mhm.
Yep.
All right. You guys make sure your tab's paid. The last drink was pretty much covered by Farone for a good job, well done. But you guys make your way out of the front of the Cat's Paw pub, north through Founders Street to the mansion that you had previously been with the curtain stone walls. Gunther, you're not very familiar with the city, but everything seems made of wood. Nice. Which looks much more like something you're familiar with. Large stone walls, the occasional turret on top of them, a stone house, like a very large stone mansion, solidly built, much more your style. Guards, having been told to expect you, let you guys in. Although they kind of give a weird eye to Gunther, having never seen him before. That he's 6'5". As you guys make your way up the lane to the front of the house, the door opens without you having to knock, and once again, the shorter, older man who seems to be kind of like the major domo of the house, who previously greeted you before, goes, "Ah, yes, right this way, please." And just kind of gestures you back into the same study that he had gestured you into before.
Tyler follows.
Everyone else goes in?
Yes, does Taylor.
I'm following.
Yep.
Okay. You guys make your way. The four of you recognize the study as you've been in here before. The various pieces of antiques and a bit of art across the walls. Here, Gunther, but this place is really fancy, and it kind of reminds you of some stuff. Although much more ostentatious than what you're used to.
Okay, never mind. I guess that's all. Go.
Okay. Looking around, there's antiques in various cases, a few of which look like just very old and rusted weapons, including this one scythe that just looks hard at any moment. It just, for some reason, like you look at that and it's like, how is that even still a thing? Artwork, nothing you've ever seen before. It's a lot different style than anything up in the north. And then at a very large red oak desk in the center of this area with a large fireplace behind it, depicting a family, including the man sitting at the desk. A bit of an older gentleman with some gray hair, combed back, clean shaven, very intelligent eyes looking at you, goes, "Oh, looks like you're back. I swapped out members. Does that mean that the adorable little halfling is no longer with us?"
This is
Yep.
true.
Yep.
Sent a little bit of word ahead. Sounds like you completed the first job and we're not taking the second, correct?
Yeah, not really. The sky thing was kind of his bag, so
That's fair. That's fair. Like I said, I'm willing to pay gold for it, but if it's not your job, it's not your job. Roan should have already paid you the gold bounty, which just means we need to settle accounts here. Is that right?
yep. I believe the lady and the gentleman had some information coming.
Yes.
That they do. So, what all has Farone told you previously about this tiefling you're hunting?
Let me look real quick if I have any notes.
As far as I know, at least what's in my notes is that his name is Molly, and he's known as the Black Blade. He's a purple-skinned tiefling.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I'm pretty sure that's all Farone actually knows about him. Molly Hawk isn't exactly one to share too much about himself unless you have copious business dealings with the man. Himself, actually, he's a walking hypocrite, if I'm being entirely honest. He likes to pronounce how much he hates mages and magic and everything to do with magic. Talented magic users I've ever seen. Capable of creating different kinds of spells that defy modern enchantments and for some time have been the ire of the Empire. You were previously told that he was the Black Blade, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
A job title and the group of a group than just his title. Actually, several Black Blades, all operating together. They're group to hire. They're not quite mercenaries, and they're a bit like mercenaries. They're more like and criminal mercenaries, if that makes sense. If someone needs something
Makes
done
complete sense.
if someone needs something done off the books and away from Imperial eyes, quickly and more than likely expensively, usually who's hired. Certain circles know how to reach them. I happen to be in one just because I've had to deal with a few of them before. To deal with Molly Hawk twice. Once was originally set up the liberation of Farone from the Hole. The second was putting Farone in touch with Molly Hawk himself. And like I said, is very talented at magic. I've never truly seen him fight, but I've heard stories that he's incredibly accomplished at that as well. I assume it's probably true as well. From what I have also heard of his reputation, anything he likes to do is just to be. He likes cheap thrills, frivolous spending, testing his own limits, seeing what he's capable of doing. Bit of an asshole, really. As far as I've heard, the man lives up in Korta, to the north. I've always thought was a little funny, considering that last I'd heard, there was a purple tiefling very much wanted by the Imperial Legate up there, Legate Zashon, a purple-skinned tiefling murdered for robbing him and, I think it was, defiling his daughter.
All been there, right?
Who hasn't?
I haven't.
Hopefully my
I
sister.
thought it was funny. Maybe he
Yeah, please.
knowing Molly, he probably gets a kick out of staying in the very city that he's a wanted dead man in. Been here in Marshtown. I think a few of you are not from Marshtown, so you're probably aware that most cities like Korta have a stronger imperial presence than like that is a bit of a challenge in itself. But getting a hold of Molly, it's not that hard. It's just making sure secretive about it. Specifically, in case this is how you're going to contact him or anything like that. The town criers, it doesn't matter which one, he apparently has them all watched according to him. Find a town crier, pay them exactly 5 gold. The impending marriage of Lord and Lady Nonagon in 3 days. 3 days later, You should be at the docks district of Quarter, behind a shop called Tarquin's Treasures. Once you're there, Molly or one of his agents will be there to talk about whatever. So be prepared. It might not be him. It might be someone who knows how to get in touch with him. I have no idea why you were trying to talk to him. I have zero involvement in anything that you were trying to do. I am washing my hands, and he very very emphatically takes his hands and it looks like he's just wiping them away from himself. Situation. I have nothing to do with this. If anything comes of this information I've given you, not my fault. As for the Black Blades themselves, if you go after Molly, you're going to have to go after all of them. So be careful, because they might even go after you if you go after him. With 3 others, and none of them were very pleasant. The first was a half-orc with shaved side of his head, short black hair. Didn't appear to have any tusks, but he did have an odd-looking left eye and a scar over it. Which, at that mention, Finn, you recognize that.
Yep. Fuck.
The second one was one I very much am glad not to have dealt with. Darker-skinned individual, more than likely from the Southern Sands. Red-haired, darker skin, looked like there was something broken in him. Eyes were very unsettling. Be careful for him. I've heard stories, and none of them were pleasant. Was one that I really wish I hadn't met, and I'm sure she's the reason that you, and points at you, Gunther, you are here. Pale-skinned, ice blue eyes, blonde hair, and a nice hammer at her side as well.
Oh shit!
Better than you, but we break a bear in half with her bare hands.
Yep.
She tried to hide a northern accent. Doing, but still fairly scary. I didn't want anything to do with her.
Did you piss yourself?
I don't believe I've done that since I was a child. So.
She either the right girl.
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Only one way to find out, really.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I should probably mention that all of the members of the Black Blades like their little code names that they go by, just so that anyone in passing who knows of them can talk about them without having to actually talk about them. So you are all aware, Mollyhawk prefers to call himself the Profligate. This gray-skinned half-orc that I'd met called himself... Let me find my notes. God damn it. Ready? The Traveler. And the darker-skinned individual from the south called himself the Torch. Pale northern female called herself the Wolf. Finishes his little spiel, just kind of picks up his wine glass, takes a nice sip from it. As promised, that's the information I have for you.
Thank you. That's all we have to say.
My pleasure. I just want to know, the Gators, Pharaoh mentioned that much, that you took care of it how I requested. Thank you for that. Get Bull's stash anywhere?
I don't believe we did. She looks
Found
at
an axe. That's about it. Why? What are you looking for?
He had quite a bit of gold and various things stashed away. He was always a bit of a hoarder, really. I'm sure he probably had some things hidden out in the swamp somewhere, but no matter. Or someone will. Who cares? Can help you with? Answer any questions?
I might have information about the stash.
You now.
Yeah, we found Bull's journal, and he did mention it.
Wasn't aware that oaf was even capable of writing.
And I'll take the journal and hand it to him.
He just kind of looks through it. Mentions it, but doesn't say where.
Yeah,
Which town was there?
Said something about get it from your own kind, one of your own kind, or one of the lizard's kind, or something. That's about all I know.
Well, yeah. Bull was never much of a fan of Pharaoh. Always compared him to the alligators out in the swamps. So, like I said, it doesn't seem to outline where the stash is. It might take some hunting, but more than welcome if you find it to have whatever is in it. But excuse me. Hands you back Bull's journal.
All right, so I believe that's all the business we have.
Yep.
Well, I hope I was able to help you in involving Molly Hawk.
As far as I'm concerned, we never met.
Concerned we never met, but if you're ever needing more coin, I always have more jobs. You're about to head to Quarter. At least two of you are.
Yeah.
Looking that way.
Thought it was implied that we were all going.
That's where I'm headed next. And Taylor's kind of stuck with me, so.
Well, I'm not leaving my sister behind.
Oh, that's what you
She's
two.
not leaving me behind.
That clears things up quite a bit.
Yeah,
What?
the whole how we almost look identical didn't give it away.
When we walk out of here, I'm gonna have a look about some of the things I've been familiar with.
Okay. Let's go.
Yep. All right. That toodaloo, ta-ta.
Goodbye.
And the servant comes
Cheerio.
back and just kind of follow him out of the mansion. But you guys are now outside of the mansion and being escorted outside of the property, eventually having the gates to the estate closed behind you.
All right, so look.
So what were you gonna say?
Where I come from, there's an way past comfortable limit of people who are fixated on pure bloodlines. All right. Now, I'm not gonna judge because, from my experience, anybody's open to do whatever. But at the very least, I hope you guys would be at least second or third cousins.
Yeah, we don't do that.
All right. Well, that clears things up then.
Uh,
There are plenty of people, plenty,
I'm sure
who
there
fight
are.
for that.
Yeah, no, I am not involved with it.
Oh, so you're single then?
Yep.
Good to know.
She just kind of laughs and starts walking. I don't really know where I'm going, but I'm just gonna walk this way.
Do you have
Looks
an
at
inn that
Finn.
you're staying at, Gunther?
No, not at the moment. I just sort of stumbled into town earlier today and found my way to the nearest bar.
Well, I assume it's just past midday.
By this point, having spent a nice amount of time in the cat's paw and having this discussion and everything, it's probably closer to 3 or 4, maybe.
Okay, late afternoon.
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming everybody's planning on going to Corda.
Are you coming along?
Yeah. For reasons.
I thought you'd want to fuck off by now.
Yeah, so did I. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing better to do. This seems to be working out.
appreciate you sticking with us.
Oh, that's cool.
Appreciate the help, especially.
So, but I mean, if everybody's planning to do that, we should probably, crash and then hit the road.
Yeah, stock up on food, whatever else we need.
Yep. I don't know, so Gunter, if you don't have any place to crash, we're staying at the Drunken Grumpkin, so I'm sure there's open rooms there.
Good to know. I'll try to get a room.
Which, for the record, Kendall, you now get to know stuff because you're, you would know, because you've been there before, that there are a couple different ways to get to Corda. Obviously the easiest way is just taking the northern road to Corda, which anywhere, come on. It is about 8 days of walking, riding. But there's also, you can probably pick up ship's passage to Corda. It's a pretty common shipping lane, mainly because Corda is the biggest port city on the western coast of the continent. So you would know this. I don't know if you choose to share this or not, but
Yeah, I will share this information.
Is that something I would have passed on my way
you would have walked.
to? No.
Yeah, based on your trip from where you're from down, you would have been walking for the most part.
Right, I'm asking like.
But you're not. But you've never been to Corda.
Okay, that's what I'm asking.
You
Not
have never
to
been
Corda, but past,
No.
by it or through it, like something that I could help with this.
You actually, because for the sake of this, you would have a map. Do quite a bit of walking.
Yeah, I'd hope so.
If you guys can see the map now, which for plot purposes, you have a fucking map of the Empire. You actually came down this shipping lane over here from the Redwood Forest, from Oakland in particular.
Mhm.
I need to update my map because there's actually a path from over here.
I didn't see that ping.
From this intersection up here down to here.
Right.
Okay.
Break off point that eventually, if you're heading north, you could be like, fuck it, I'm going to Hilltown.
Right.
Yeah, that's the way you came.
And where's Hilltown? Oh, that's the big one.
Yep, Hilltown is those of you that are from different places, you were aware, Finn, that Hilltown is the provincial capital of the Bordic Fields. Corda is the provincial capital of the Breakwater Coast. Twins are from Elvenon, the capital of the Verdant Bay and Redwood. So there's that. Know how to get to Corda. You just need to either, if you're walking, get ready for it, or arrange passage. Choice.
I mean, how much are we in a hurry? How much faster is a boat?
A boat would take 3 days.
Oof.
This is if you were to be riding along the road to Corda.
Yep.
Days of walking.
Yeah, we could either take a boat or I could arrange for horses.
Could I use my contacts and try to find maybe a caravan or something going in that direction that needs guards to ride along?
Yeah, for the sake of this, go ahead and roll a charisma check real quick.
I just click on charisma, right?
Charisma. Okay.
Woof.
You do find out that the next caravans that are heading anywhere north are heading to Hilltown, so they'd eventually be taking that branch off point, leaving for another 2 days. There is, however, a ship leaving for Corda the next day. It is a shipping, like a passenger ship, but you could probably arrange a couple of berths on there. Alternatively, you can also arrange for horses from one of the caravan companies, or maybe there might be a stable and hid from you.
You could liberate a couple horses.
Are Are you saying steal the horses?
What? No. Just saying those. I mean, do you really own a horse? Can you own a creature? Something with a soul? You of all
Why don't we try to steal some of the Empire's horses? Doubt they'll
Can't-
miss them.
No. Let's not involve the Empire.
You can't own horses. They have their own brains, but you can, have permission to house them.
Yeah, so you should use your little horse talk thing to talk some horses into fucking escaping their current confines and come and hang out with us.
I could probably do that. It's not very hard.
Yeah, I could.
Horses aren't the smartest.
Like, what is the smartest? Like, I've been wanting to ask that question since I found out you could talk to animals.
Well, owls are very smart. Dogs are okay. They're not the smartest. Cats are smarter than dogs.
Can you talk to Elvis?
I don't know.
Huh.
I haven't tried. I'm going to try. I'll just say
Though,
like hi.
yeah, as long as we're back to the Grumpkin, he'd be back out. But when I'm out in the streets, he's hanging out in the room. I'm not trying to get fucking pinched by the Empire.
I'm not gonna just talk to random things in the street. With
I'm sure.
everyone watching me
I'm
anyway.
sure having a familiar is a good way to get you fucking outed as being a magic user.
Also, being a druid is a good way to get you killed over here. So.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, the whole half elf thing probably doesn't help.
no.
The fact that they probably think you're an abomination.
That's probably
Empire's
where
pretty
my
fucking
hood up as
terrible.
much as I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hey Gunther, how far north are you from, dude? Like
north.
Like Stonefall Keep north?
Uh,
I'm gonna take that as a yes.
Like
Wait,
more north than
just
that.
out of character. Where the fuck are we right now? Are we still like outside, or are we like?
I figure we're
Getting
in the
closer.
Grumpkin.
Yeah.
Okay.
By this
yeah,
point,
and then,
you guys have arrived at the Drunken Grumpkin.
Then
I'm not from that far north. No.
You ever like run anybody with like real shiny armor with like jewels on it and stuff?
You'll have to be more
you haven't.
specific.
No, you haven't.
I mean, that's literally
What
the
you-
description I've got.
Based on what you know of northern armor styles, no, you have never seen anything like that.
I just figured some pompous asshole up north might have something like
Nope.
that.
The north is very much more of a practical kind of place.
Fair.
Jewels are for spending into like turning into gold and things like that, like shit you need, not for decoration.
Good to know.
If you really need more context, just picture the north from Game of Thrones. I'm very much basing it on that.
Yeah, I figured.
Not that I'm using any
I
kind of trademark material or anything.
Of course
you
not.
should. Why
Of
would
course
I
not.
ever use that?
No, it's Dame of Crones, right?
Yep, Dame
Dame
of
of
Crones.
Yep.
That's why
That's
I was
all right.
making incest jokes.
There's a big giant blonde-haired warrior woman named Bryn who is in our Friday night game now, Corey.
Oh my god, is it really?
Well, because I described her in the kind of playing game for Zach, the new dude, and like I was trying to picture like she's part of the Silver Flame, like Nick the Paladin, and I was like, yeah, so she's like like gigantic, like for a woman, like she's enormous, like broad shoulders, like real blonde hair. I was like Brienne of Tarth from Game of Thrones. I use it for context, but I forgot what I named her. So the next night when I tried to remember her name, I couldn't. So I'm like, fuck it, it's Bryn.
Nice.
It would record my game, so I don't have to worry about any kind of like copyright infringement.
It's fair. Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, you've never seen anything like that. Gunther.
Okay. No.
Cool.
Yeah. So if we want to convince some horses to tag along, we could, or we could just take a boat.
The only downside of taking a boat is the aforementioned Elvis, and what exactly is done with him. Well, I guess I could.
Can't you
I
just
could,
like
make him
pop
poof.
him in and out or something?
Yeah, it takes.
Just like that.
Yeah, no, we're good then. Like it takes a little bit of time to bring him back, doesn't it?
Doing just the poof.
Okay.
When he dies, it takes an hour.
I have to buy
bring
a new
back.
one and summon it.
To change his form doing that. the same
Yeah.
idea. Ritual cast the spell, but
But like, I can
yeah,
just
for just-
poof.
pop in and out of reality. Yeah, no, it instantaneous and that's it.
Oh, sweet. I keep forgetting about that. Plus, I mean, it feels
love
weird to
my
make him like
familiar.
poof and
I
go
love
away.
familiars anyway.
This is an all the time I've played fucking Dungeons and Dragons. I've never played a magic user before.
So really?
Yeah, no, I always play the same basic character.
Huh.
That's this big running joke with my old DM. Is that there's like a multiverse and there's a Warren Cole in a million different dimensions because I always play basically the same character.
I think I know somebody like that.
I'm kind of the same. This is my first one that actually has any real magic.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, there's still time for Felon to learn some.
Maybe.
Yeah, like we played like Marvel, D&D, like Savage Worlds, like White Wolf, Vampire, and like every single game I always had the same name.
Oh no, Matt, you missed it. Apparently, JR purchased Fallout, the board game.
Oh, nice. It was on sale today.
I think he saw it was on sale on Amazon or some shit a while back. So
Yep.
He's like, yeah, I picked it up. I'm like, that's gonna be pretty awesome. He's like, so one of these nights, you, me, and hopefully another person are gonna play it and just get drunk and play. I'm like, anyway, all right. So what's the plan then? As you guys have been talking about travel plans in the Drunken Grumpkin.
Well, we
I mean,
could
how much
try
think
to get
it-
a horse. or
Well, how
we
much
could
do you
try to
think
get a
passage
boat.
on a boat's going to cost?
We could always find out.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not like broke, but I mean, it may be cheaper just get on the good foot.
It'd at least be good to actually find out the price.
Yeah. I mean, you're woodsy, right, Taylor? Like, if we do go on foot, like, you can get us up there?
Well,
Like, you can hunt us up some food?
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Because
He's
if
a
it
good
doesn't come
shot.
from a vendor, not so much with finding my own stuff to eat.
I can also get us food. I
You
Can
can, like,
hunt.
tell it to come here. Say, come here, bunny. Come, bunny.
I'm not. I'm not that horrible. I'm not that horrible.
And it's fucked up.
What? Corey,
I don't do that.
Corey is
That's the circle of
living-
life.
That's a little.
Fucking when I was playing
Oh
a druid.
god.
No, it's funny that you guys say this because one of the games that I was a
Hamsters.
druid. I coaxed a
It was
guinea
pigs.
or a
That's right,
guinea
it was
pig.
guinea pigs.
Yeah, I coaxed a guinea pig out of the bushes and then I lit it on fire in my hands and started.
I was trying. That's what I was trying to do. My dragonborn paladin was like, "I'm fucking hungry. There's guinea pigs everywhere." Like, all right, I stab and I literally picked one up on my sword end. So then he goes and like talks one out of a fucking bush and then lights it on fire in his hands. I sat there. I'm like, no, like,
Like holy shit.
Damn.
Oh, it's just funny that you guys mentioned that because I've done it.
Nice.
I was like, I would never do that. I just pretend that I can't understand them when he's hunting, or when I'm hunting.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me feel a little bit better. Or I kill the ones that are super annoying. You know.
It's like, hey man, how's it going? Like Mio, basically in the form of a rabbit.
it's all I'm imagining.
The hyper rabbits die quickly.
Yeah, let's crash tonight then. Go
Mhm.
find out how
Yeah.
much boat
We
ride
still
it
got
is.
a couple hours before it's dusk, right? So we
Oh
can
yeah, I mean, I'm
probably
gonna
just
go
find out the
find
cost.
I'm gonna go find a card game. As trick is we can find out the cost tonight.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
we can
probably
find out
do
the
that.
cost.
You know, I am going to go
I'm sure
with him to
Tyler's
find a
gonna
card
keep
game.
this party going.
Yeah, have
Right,
fun.
Tyler?
What is that supposed to mean?
What? Means you're probably still on fucking mushrooms. You're still half drunk. I'm assuming you
Yes.
want to head over to the fucking
You're
the
on
spot.
mushroom- You did another mushroom?
No, I didn't do another one.
I mean, how long are you still feeling a little bit of that one from before?
Keep in
Am
mind, yeah.
You are in fact. It
Yeah.
doesn't seem to have faded yet.
It's
Oh.
great.
Nice.
So you did another mushroom today. Lovely.
I had one earlier.
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
I was too busy trying to save Mio.
I didn't know he was dying.
How'd that work out? Same end
Apparently it
result,
didn't.
except she got to eat dope mushrooms.
Yeah, it was free also, so
That's
I
why
don't
you
wanna
did
hear
talk
it.
him out of that one.
I'm glad Mio didn't take the pink one.
Oh god, can you imagine that dude describing every sensation?
No.
Oh, the air tastes
Unfortunately,
delicious.
No, he said it was the get up and go, so I feel like that would have been a horribly awkward conversation.
Oh yeah, as he's pole vaulting around the room.
Basically, could you?
Was the dude a little tripod? Like, how do you know?
I
think it was just-
picture Mio on crack.
Yeah, it was just more of his reactions to pharmaceuticals.
Some ED medication.
He said they wouldn't affect gnomes, but he didn't say anything about halflings.
That's true.
Yeah. And he's not around to go test it out.
Nope.
God, that'd be weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, go find your card game. We'll go find.
I mean, I'm cool with hanging out. I'm just saying, like, once we're done, like, planning everything out, I'm gonna try and make some fucking traveling money.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, maybe we can actually go and find the boat, and if you want to go find some horses, see the rough price for renting or purchasing or whatnot.
Oh, if we're gonna take horses, we're not buying the horse. I'm convincing people. I'm convincing the horses.
Okay.
I mean, unless they just flat out say no and they're being treated really well, then we'd have to buy them. Just plain B.
That's what I'm thinking. At least get an idea of a price, just in case. But yeah, we should definitely find the price of the boat too.
Yeah. Okay.
So you guys are heading down to the docks then, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The information that Finn gave you from talking to his contacts about the ship that was leaving tomorrow, you make your way down to the docks and are able to pretty easily find it. It is a two-masted, kind of fading paint on it as far as the name, but you are able to make out the name of it. It is called the Mist.
Corey.
God damn it, dude.
Don't you even. I'm allowed to, okay?
I just said God damn it. That's all I said.
Oh, please. Like, it wasn't already obvious that I'm ripping a shit ton off of it.
Oh, it is.
Oh, yeah.
You make your way up onto the deck and are stopped by one of the crewmates. Gonna help you?
Yeah, we heard you guys had berths and you were headed to Corda.
You'll want to talk to the captain. And he gestures over at the after castle of the ship. Bit of a hunched over, blue-skinned individual. Seems to be going over parts and things he has just set on a nice little table. Since they're in port, everything's kind of out in the open as he's working. Just trying to get a little bit of the sea air. As you guys get a little bit closer, it is a individual. It almost looks like he's sweating and some of the parts of his body that are exposed. It's just this dark blue skin. No, because she's seen individuals like this. This is a water genasi. Very much influenced by genies of old, but a being of just blue elemental energy of water. Has a bit of a light blue colored beard and mutton chops. No mustache or anything like that. As he just kind of looks up, he's a bit, like I said, a very old individual. There's wrinkles across his face to catch some of the water that seems to be on his face. As he looks up, there's twin sabers on his captain or at his hips. That much different garb than the crew members that seem to be walking around. Doesn't seem to be ostentatiously dressed or anything like that. I help you.
Yeah, we're interested potentially in passage up to Corda.
Luck, I am in fact heading up to Kota tomorrow.
Not a coincidence. We'd heard that.
for each
How much
person.
would it be for the
Passage
5
for
of
each
us?
person is three gold each. Animals, horses, or anything like that, it is 1 gold for each of them.
It's not a bad price.
No, it's not bad at
Just
all.
for the record, I only have 2 berths available. Mostly, they were used previously as storage rooms, so they are not set for a price or passage or anything like that. This is not a ship or cruise liner or anything like that.
That'd be fine. Sounds like a good price.
Yeah.
Do we want to go see the horses or?
I mean, 3 days is 3 days.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot quicker.
Plus, there's the
Yeah.
whole horse liberation thing. Doesn't always fly so much with the previous possessor of said horses.
Yeah.
True.
Probably just gonna be easier to take the ship.
Yeah.
It's just,
Plus, what do you do with a fucking horse? Got to take care of it, feed it. Ugh.
Do you
we
really?
could find wild horses in the field.
Eat it later.
I reached down, pet Kisa. No, I don't understand what that's like.
Well, yeah, no, the wolf, I get. Like, I'm saying big, dumb horse. Like,
Horses
taking
are
huge
big and
shits everywhere. They eat a ton of goddamn food. Plus,
They are a lot of goddamn food, too.
Miscreants fucking stealing them.
Damn.
And there's also the fact that if you leave them behind, they can wind up dying. Of course, we know about that in our Wednesday game very well.
Holy shit, we've had 2 sets of horses die.
2 sets.
Oh.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
you
That
guys
last
in the
set was
Tuesday
like
game
what?
never buy horses.
The last set lasted like a day and a half,
No.
maybe.
How many horses do we have for that group? 7 or 8?
Yeah, something like that.
And we've
And you
had them
lost
for a few
all of them?
sessions, and well, it's a
They
it's a
die
long
every time.
story, but we couldn't get back to the horses without these 2 giant things attacking them, so we faded to the ethereal plane, and then the 2 giant things were looking for us, and apparently saw the horses and chased them down and slaughtered them all.
Wolf.
Yeah.
Kinda sucked.
You guys, for the record, in the Tuesday game, you guys just left your horses at the base of the mountain. And shit went down.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah, we haven't left them.
I didn't give a fuck about my horse.
Jesus.
She's
I
crying
had-
on the
I
inside.
had bigger things to think about. I have a dragon in
Yeah.
that. I don't need a horse.
True, you do.
Yeah, we haven't left the mountain yet, so we'll see if we can get the horses back. Hopefully.
We'll see if you guys even pass that skill check.
Oh my god, we're gonna fucking die in there. Anyway.
Anyway, so yeah,
They're alive.
he's giving you the price. I will require the payment upfront though.
Yeah.
So we in group decision here. We all good for everybody taking the boats instead of the horses?
Everybody fleshing up with cash for
Yeah.
that?
All good.
All good.
Mhm.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. You leaving tomorrow?
Tomorrow morning, please be here with your belongings at little bit out of dawn.
That'll work.
Can do.
All right. I look forward to seeing you. Is Captain Avant-Gardine.
I'm sorry, what?
Captain Avant-Gardine.
Bless you.
Northerners.
We say anything about Northern? I have no idea what you're talking about.
All right.
All right. So you guys pay the necessary gold. So most of you are paying 3 gold. 2 of you are paying 4. Oh well, no. I guess no.
No,
Finn,
I
you
should
don't
be
have
the only one
ovals.
to have to pay for.
Does not have ovals with him. So just one person paying 4 gold. But yeah, you've now arranged passage on a ship tomorrow morning.
Cool.
Beats fucking walking.
It does. We should go rest up or find.
What? We're just be doing fuck all for 3 days. I'm not resting up.
I'm
Get this
just.
money.
I'm resting as a general.
Yeah.
Not fighting is what I mean.
That's true.
by
Yeah.
that.
We might see how it shakes out. Yeah, I'm gonna have the cat's paw.
Yeah, I'll go there too.
I'm following behind.
I guess I will go too.
I'm guessing
we'll go too.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Might as well.
So, you guys all head back to the Cat's Paw pub. Making your way inside. It is 5th of the month of rain, Vendrus. It's the rough equivalent to like a Friday, Saturday. There is quite a bit of activity in the bar at this point. Having spent some time doing all that and getting everything taken care of, it's closer to like 5 or 6. So the dinner crowd is now in. There is also the band playing. Scanlon, Short Hat, and Scanlon.
fuck.
Yeah, they are all.
His hat's
He is
not
up
the
there
only
playing.
thing short. Hell.
I give him a high five.
They call him the Cube.
He does not seem to notice. He's very intently playing a flute solo. And
Yeah, he is.
you definitely have picked up on this, Finn. He is decidedly ignoring Tyler as she walks in.
Amazing.
Ooh.
Oh, this is great. No, Joe, opposite.
I don't have the opposite.
You don't have a gift where he does that in reverse?
Okay, well, yeah, just watch it back.
Oh my god.
Well, okay, maybe this one then.
Oh god, no.
Oh no, I already don't like where this is going.
Better?
Oh,
More suited?
Oh, Mercer. How we love you.
You're welcome. So glad I collect these.
It's one of those moments I almost wish that I had a webcam set up for like Roll20 and shit, so you guys could see how often I just fucking facepalm like Matt. Like, oh
it
god,
would be
no.
amazing to have that.
Just oh no.
I'm wondering how hard I actually made you facepalm on
Faces.
Tuesday.
Almost pretty badly.
My bard decided to tell a horrible joke that made everyone
Hurt,
laugh
like-
for like.
It hurt. I did not want to admit that I was laughing. I really didn't.
Yes. Plenty of where those came from.
Yeah. Anyway, as you make your way in, the bar appears empty at the moment. Of people, I mean. Lorenzo is behind the bar, seems to just be making sure everything's stocked up, having had the dinner crowd served. Back again.
Yep.
Yep.
Just here for food, drink, and ambiance, or
Oh,
I'm
actually,
here
I was
for it.
for a game.
one might have started up at this point.
I'm gonna go hit the back room then.
He opens up the
I'm
door.
following behind.
There is, at the moment, only one game going.
You guys playing cards?
They just kind of look up. The dealer just looks up. Yes, we are. 1 gold buy-in.
It's dumb.
Buying in, or everyone just enjoying their drinks and whatnot?
I'll buy in for a hand.
I'm just going to enjoy a drink.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just drinking.
Out the cards for the sake of this. I'm going to have the two of you that are. Nope, that's not the right thing.
Nope,
For the
don't
two
need
of you
to.
that are dealt in, go ahead and roll a dex check for me.
Okay.
God damn it! Stop!
It's good that you use the low roll on our perception.
Oh god
I warned
damn
you.
it.
Motherfucker! Trying to fucking swipe over. Oh
Come on now.
shit! Now I'm all messed up.
You can do it.
No, my character sheet closed.
Oh god
It
damn
was on
it!
another
You
set.
shared it again, Taylor. Come on, Gunther. You can do it.
There we go.
That's not it. That's charisma.
God damn it!
You effectively talk your way out of a hand of cards.
Oh my god.
That's not
being
any
dealt
better.
absolute shit.
That's not any better.
one man at the table ends up winning that hand. Takes the 2 gold from you guys and takes 1 gold from the dealer. Puts out another gold for the next hand. For the sake of this, how long are you guys planning on playing this?
I mean, I'll play for a while, so I don't know if you just want to do like I did last time and call it all wager 10 gold's worth and just roll and see how I do.
There's no fucking chance on me doing that. I'm walking away from the table.
Okay. Gunther walks away.
I'm not talking like one game, but like,
Right, like there's
that
way.
For the sake of it, go ahead and roll 3 dex checks for me, Matt.
Okay.
Before you do that, are you trying to cheat on any of them?
No.
Dex checks.
Nope. Dex checks or intelligence? Okay.
You do manage to walk away with about 30 gold.
Nice.
A couple hours just playing hands, recognizing when to bet, when not to. But yeah, by the end of the time that you're playing, you walk away with that amount. What is everyone else doing? To be had. There's women that could possibly be bought and had.
I want to try that line of fire.
I'm going out there and I'm doing shots with her.
I was just
Sweet.
Swamp water. One or
Having a
two.
drink. It is 1 silver for that. It's also 1
Alright.
silver for the line of fire.
Alright.
Of you that are doing the line of fire, Lorenzo just kind of looks at you and he's like, "All right, you guys are doing it." Pours the 8 shots, 2 of each kind, separating order. It seems like you start with like a lighter color liquid and slowly work your way to a darker one. Before once again taking the match and lighting all 8 of them on fire in one smooth motion. Some of the vapors off of these liquids and just goes, "Line of fire!" As you guys start it, I need both of you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Hey.
And base, yours is actually accurate. So,
What?
as far as your modifiers go, your modifiers should all be accurate. So,
Did that go?
no, that didn't go very
It
well.
did.
How in the fuck?
It went, but it didn't go good.
So, Tyler, having spent basically all day high and day drinking, it's already a bit. Your stomach is already fairly. It's still tingly. You still have the effects of the pink mushroom. The alcohol, flaming alcohol, I should add, for anyone who's actually done like Sambuca shots and shit. It's way different than doing normal shots. When the fire and alcohol hit your stomach, it doesn't really feel that different. Your stomach's already pretty tingly. There's a bit of like a cinnamon and burning taste to it, almost like a bit of a spice, like spicy flavor to it. So it kind of throws you off, but at the same time, it's alcohol, so you feel, Gunther, you're not used to this shit. You are not used to this at all. You're used to like heavier, darker liquors.
Mead.
Lots of mead. There's plenty of mead in the north. So as you do these, you manage to keep pace with Tyler until you hit the 3rd one. As you take the 3rd shot, you get about half of it down and all of the fire and actually scald the inside of your mouth a little bit. And it just hurts. The liquor finished and what is left of the fire hits your stomach. Everything just kind of feels burny. Your stomach feels really upset at this moment. Like you're not enjoying yourself.
She just slams on the table and she's like, "Yes."
Give me some meat or some swamp water. Who the fuck lights their drinks on fire?
It's called the line of fire, man. I don't know what to tell you.
It's pretty good.
It's in the name.
You wanted to try it.
He pours you a mead, and as you take a sip of it, it's actually pretty good. It's not northern mead, but it's pretty good mead.
Yeah, I'll take more swamp.
Water for you.
I down that first one to try to get the burning taste on my mouth, and I ask him to pour me another.
Pours you another. The Constitution save.
You dick.
Oh, you'll do better this time.
See?
By this point, yes,
Sorry.
the mead Instead of counteracting in your stomach, the mead has actually soothed it a little bit. Since it's a bit chilled, it's actually soothed the inside of your mouth as well from being singed. So,
Oh, thank God.
just any negative effects you possibly could have suffered are no longer going to happen.
Thank you.
Damn it.
Thank you, God.
Barely hit the DC. I want that on record.
I barely hit the DC.
For that was 16.
Oh, damn. Don't need to lose 2 people today.
Oh, he wouldn't have. No one dies from alcohol poisoning. Are you kidding?
That is not true, sir.
Well,
That is not true. People do die. Because you haven't yet, Corey. It doesn't mean nothing.
Like I'm even capable of dying of that.
I think Corey's gonna die like the second he actually has like a cold sip of water, just because his liver is gonna go
I
into
drank water
shock.
earlier.
He drinks water all the time. We have had this conversation, Jace.
The alcoholism.
Corey,
It's-
I think it's funny that you said, I won't die from that, is the equivalent of Keyleth saying we're practically gods.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, he
I
has
have
more
the liver
chance
of
of
a
it
god.
dying from a southern glass of sweet iced tea than
It's fair. I've never been a fan of iced tea. It will probably kill me one of these days.
a southern sweet iced tea.
I know.
like the syrupy kind.
Oh yes.
I don't like
Oh,
iced tea in
God.
general, so I'm sure
The-
that
the
southern iced tea probably would
90%
kill me.
Oh, sweet tea is my jam, but it's got to be cut in half. That shit's too much.
Ugh.
Yeah, the sweet tea that's like 90%
Sugar, that's all
sugar,
it takes.
10% tea.
Diabetes
water,
in a
sugar.
glass.
Yeah,
Diabetes.
diabetes.
It's nothing to fool around with.
No, you guys
apparently.
are essentially just spending time drinking and carousing and letting loose some steam. Is there anything in particular anyone wants to do?
Nope, not me. I just got paid.
I am going to go flirt with some people.
Okay. So, question: I need you to clarify. Are you flirting with just other bar patrons? Or are you flirting with the women of the night in the bar?
Uh,
Very much.
question for you: do you think that my character should be able to distinguish the difference between the two?
Roll an insight check.
Shit.
You're
Oh my.
capable of understanding who's a whore and who
Damn it.
isn't.
But his high rolls earlier have played it down to get low.
Didn't mean to intimidate.
1 second.
Just strong arm people.
Insight more.
Yeah. Be gone, thought. It's fucking warhammer.
Be gone, whack!
uh,
Yeah, dude, that recording really came in handy. When you guys were at the mushroom place, I pulled up YouTube on my TV and listened to my vision from the last game since I'd forgotten like half of it.
Ah,
Oh, well, good.
Great.
See,
It really
it's
fucking
reasons
handy.
like that I have these recorded, so in case we forget something, we can always go back and remember it. That way you don't have
Yeah,
to keep
dude.
such, like, perfect notes.
I wouldn't have fucking Bryn as the paladin in my game because I wouldn't have to remember what I named her.
I just like switched around Tyler's cantrips because I was like, wait, none of this is what I want her to do. So I was like, no, fuck this. I'm switching them around. So.
Quick question, since Corey's a little
Excuse me.
busy with a phone call. Being a noob to magic, you can swap around cantrips at, like, over
Well-
rest or something like that.
I don't know.
Cantrips, no.
Okay.
I say cantrips, you know what you know.
Yeah, cantrips are once you've
Yeah.
picked them, you've picked them. With warlocks, every time you guys level up, you can change what other spells you know. Bit like it's kind of like clerics. It's more like sorcerers than anything. You control what spells you have like readily available in your mind. So yeah, you can only do it on level up. So
Okay, same for the ranger
once you,
then.
I honestly don't know. I thought rangers it was more like clerics where you prepare them each day.
Yeah, rangers are like clerics. Like you know everything, and then you just pick which ones.
Rangers, paladins, clerics, and druids are all I think the same. Where you guys just know shit and you prepare it each day.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
Like
Wizard.
I said, I'm very new to magic, so this is my first character with actual magic.
Wizards are on that list too, I guess, but they're weird because they have
Change
their
my cantrip back to what it was.
Right. Cantrips you're stuck with for life. Just keep that in mind. It's like herpes. Never goes away.
Ooh.
Oh, damn.
Yep, that's right.
I think next
Damn.
level I might get another cantrip.
Getting to that 10 insight roll that he made. So, Gunther. Is he there? Or is he talking and I can't hear him again?
I can't hear him either.
He's
I
not
didn't hear
talking.
anything. I didn't hear Corey talk. I heard "So Gunther," and then silence. Discord might be kind of funky.
You there?
True.
Mine has been acting weird all night.
Yeah, I guess Corey's been dropping in and out for me, but apparently you guys have been able to hear him.
Well, he's dropping out a little bit when he starts talking sometimes, but that's
Yeah,
about it.
sometimes.
Yeah.
I think that's
The
my
other
mic
people
trying to
hear
pick
him
it
and
up.
I don't.
Yeah, it might just be the voice activation cutting in a little late on me.
Sure it is, because I have been having to tweak it. I had it, for some reason earlier when I loaded into the voice channel, I had to like scream into my mic for it to pick it up. So I've had to mess with the sensitivity a little bit.
Like I said, that's the
He
reason
was having some connection issues. He's rejoining here in a sec. Because I really want to do something with this 10 insight roll.
Hit on a dude?
No. He was trying to figure out whether or not these women were actually there.
So he's 100% going to pick up on a
Here we go.
non-prostitute.
I guess we're going to see. All right, so,
Here we go.
hey, Gunther.
Hi. No, don't make me sleep with a whore, please.
Didn't see you had to sleep with one.
More like,
So-
don't make me confuse a normal lady with a prostitute.
Yeah, that's not gonna
no.
go well either.
So,
Or
having
like-
had a little bit of drink, you
Let's go
go
upstairs.
to try to flirt with some people, and first one you see is actually a female. It seems like most of the other like prettier ones here in the bar area seem to be already occupied talking to someone. This one's not talking to anyone yet. She just kind of seems to be walking around, trying to catch eyes of whoever wants to, and she catches your eye. Obviously.
Hey, Corey, while he's doing that and I'm playing cards, I'm going to run upstairs and put the boys to bed.
Gotcha. We're going to be done here shortly, but yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
We'll
so I'll
finish
be,
up
well, as I said, just
we'll finish up
for
with
me for a little bit.
So, human, female, but probably somewhere in her 30s, somewhere in that range. Straw-colored hair, kind of tied back into a loose ponytail. Too revealing on, kind of standard like bar wench type outfit. A little lower cut though, exposing some cleavage at the time, and the skirt's ridden up a little bit to expose a little past mid calf. As she just kind of walks around and makes eyes with you.
I walk over to her. How are you doing on this fine evening?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you?
About to be a lot better, I hope.
What makes you say that?
Well, hopefully the booze start kicking in here pretty soon, and can have a little bit more fun tonight.
Expecting to have a bit of fun, are we?
I suppose so. Depends on the kind of fun that we're talking about. Are you really going to make me roleplay this entire flirting session with you? Because I'm
Tyler's
starting to
just
get
fucking watching.
Taylor is too.
Saddles up to you a little bit, puts her hand on your chest, and just goes, "Let me tell you the kind of fun I have in mind." And leans in. She goes, "It'll be 3 silver."
Looks up and down. Nah, he goes back to the bar.
Oh, all right. Yeah, you head back to the bar. Tyler, you watch as he just kind of up and down after apparently approaching and then engaging with what is very clearly a one of the bar prostitutes.
Like, did
Saying nope
you
and leaving.
decide not to go for it?
I don't need to pay for sex.
That's.
Why are you so interested?
I'm just observing. That's all. And she takes a bigger drink. I just usually see people pay for it.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
I said I just usually see people pay for it. That's all.
Fuck you. Oh. Sorry, people are fucking with me while I'm trying to do this.
Oh, good.
No, I never really felt the need. The whores up at the keep were pretty open about, just being around. It was kind of like having a bar tab.
Nice. She just
Some
kind of
people
raises
think-
an eyebrow.
Oh, I didn't have a tab over there either. Just, friends, new friends.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's yeah. He just down. He finishes his drink. So I'm gonna walk over there now.
Have a good time over there. I'm just gonna sit here and drink.
You do that.
Yep. I plan on it.
Good talk.
Yep. Good talk. There's gonna be a lot of good talks in the next 3 days.
We're not gonna talk about this again.
Okay.
We're not.
Okay.
Please. Just please.
She actually laughed. She's like, I'm not gonna talk about how you almost paid for sex. I mean, it's not really. I mean, people do it all the time. So
Right, but I'm just saying I don't need to.
I got that. You're handsome enough not to need to. Got it.
I mean, those are your words, not mine.
I mean, you hinted at.
That wasn't what I was implying. It's just like, the more obligations of, supporting people and that, they have to pay their bills however they need to, it's just, it's a different economic situation that I'm willing to support. And I don't really feel like
Right.
more obligations line up with that quite as well as, other people.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
It's, people are free to live their lives however. So
I fully agree with you.
Right. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still in the other room, right?
I'm listening to this entire conversation.
You're catching most of this, but you're really focused on playing cards.
Yeah, so I figured this was going on while I was playing cards.
Yeah, it is. So it's not really at the
I'm
forefront
not paying
of your
attention to
mind.
any of that shit.
Yeah. This is happening at the bar inside of the secret room.
Okay.
Some other
Then-
people might be at.
I figured Tyler
I'm
would
gonna
have
be
sat
like,
at the outside bar just to troll that fucking singer.
Maybe,
I'm
that's
gonna
a good point. Are you out there or are you inside?
yeah. I mean, I figured that's where we were, but maybe we were. I don't
You can be
care
outside.
really.
We'll fix that. You're outside.
Okay. And I'm just gonna look at the barkeep and be like, hey, you should probably tell Scanlon over there that they have this shop out in the woods. That they'll sell you this mushroom that he would really appreciate, and so would everyone he sleeps with. Just gonna say.
Wait, who are you telling this to?
Just like the barkeep.
Lorenzo?
Yeah.
I-
Yeah. It's pink. I'm just saying.
I mean, do I really have to?
I think it would be hilarious if you did.
I don't think it would be.
I mean, to me it would.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
Grudgingly.
Damn it.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that.
Worth a try.
So, why are you so interested in pink aphrodisiac?
Oh, I'm not. I did it. I did it for free, and it's great.
What? Yeah,
What?
he kind of looks her up and down.
What?
You did it for free?
That's not. No, it the mushroom in the woods.
You did it in the woods?
Not in this particular instance, no.
And you're trying to pass it to the short man up there playing the flute.
No, he needs it. That's what I was trying to say.
Are you trying to get in his pants?
No, I already did
Sound-
that.
Oh. Well then. Kind of awkward sitting here at the bar staring at him then, isn't it?
He was really bad.
But don't you think that he's going to take that the wrong way? Like you want to try again?
No, it would just for future reference.
I think you undermine the power of a penis to misunderstand things.
I probably do. It's probably true. I don't have one. I don't plan on having one. So
I didn't know that was something to plan out.
she just shrugs. I'm like, who knows what magic can do these days?
That's true. Just for future reference, don't talk about a guy's penis unless you want him to think in any regard that there's a chance that you want to see it. Just don't mention it because he'll assume.
I mean, he can assume all he wants.
All I'm saying
But
is if that had gone through, I just didn't want to see you surprised when he came over here and tried to offer you a drink, or to go out into the woods and try some mushrooms.
and I'd turn him down on joining him. I'd tell him to go find his own fucking.
Like innuendo sense, or because it kind of sounds like he's having trouble doing that.
Both. Yes. Both those things. She takes another sip of her drink. Anything else you'd like to know about my love life while we're sitting here?
Yeah, not particularly about your love life. I'm just surprised that you're openly talking about it in a bar.
I mean, what else do you talk about in a bar?
Usually not your sex life.
Well,
Unless
do you have
it's
any
with a
questions?
I told you I didn't really need to know any more about your sex life.
No, I just mean in general.
Oh. You got to be more honest with or open about changing the topic of conversation because
I'm not used to talking to people so much. I mean, I'm kind of am by profession, but you know, just not normal conversation. So.
well, what do you define as normal conversation for your profession?
You know, business.
You see, I'm going to stop you right there and tell you that a hooker would probably say the same thing.
I'm
So,
not.
You have to be more specific on what you're saying, because otherwise people are going to assume.
They're gonna assume that because I'm a woman and talk business that I offer sex for money.
Well, right now, we're in a bar full of hookers. We have only exclusively talked about your sex life, and you're saying you're not used to talking to anything about anything other than business. So the implication.
Okay, but I'm only talking to you, and I'm assuming you know I'm not a worker by now.
Roll an insight check.
Well,
I'm
that
kidding.
was
I was kidding.
I can assume all I want, but weekends are weekends, and $20 is $20. 20 gold is 20 gold. My bad.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but I'm not. So if you have any normal questions for me, go ahead and ask them.
What's up with the scary bitch with the hood?
The scary bitch with the do you mean Garrett?
Yeah. She kind of has the smell like there's a rotting skull about her.
Oh, that. I mean, she was given a gift, and I thought she would have thrown it away by now.
I did. I threw it away. The moment he gave it to me, I walked outside and threw it.
Did she like clean herself after she threw it away? Because the smell's still kind of there. I didn't want to say anything.
I don't know. I don't talk to her about.
Do you talk to her?
I mean, it might be the dead rat that I probably have in my.
That would be it. There's definitely something that smells like it's rotting.
Yeah, it's probably the dead rat. I need to check that in the woods.
Why do you have a dead rat on you?
It was a gift. Don't ask.
You seem like a very irresponsible pet owner. I'm not gonna lie.
It was not. It was not my pet. It was a gift from.
Was it dead when you got it? Because.
Yes, it was dead when I got it.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we had a travel companion who didn't make it through a. He just didn't make it.
I'm sorry to hear.
That weirdo. Oh no, it's fine. I didn't know him very long. This is some monk from some monastery up on some mountain.
The Black Grass Mountains?
Maybe?
Are you talking about that monastery that really, really does not understand their sex life?
That. You don't know about that.
God damn it, Corey. Just let me have this one thing.
You would literally not know about that.
Yeah. All right, well.
Yeah, some mountains. He didn't know what a hand job was. Weird kid.
What were you guys talking about, hand jobs?
I don't know.
Is this more of the business talk? Because we're going full circle now.
No.
Was this like a transaction?
No, it was not a transaction. I don't do that for money. Hell, I hardly do that at all. He just was very naive to the world.
Well, I'll let you finish your drink then.
If you say so.
Gonna walk away from this.
Okay.
All right.
She's just gonna keep drinking. Probably heavier now.
Literally anybody could have stopped that. No one had to let that go on for as long as it did.
Yeah,
Dude, I'm in the other room.
Yeah.
I had to. I was trying to see how long you were going to sit there and try and call my sister a whore.
So,
until she made me stop.
you guys spend the rest of the night carousing, drinking, playing as much as you feel like before eventually making your way back to your rooms and for the final night in Marshtown itself, waking up the next morning right before dawn to get everything ready. It is now the first day of the month of planting. Night.
Sweet.
Real quick, right before we go, can I find anyone in my little group to tell where I'm going? Is that a thing I have to do?
Yeah, you have your contact from your background.
Yeah.
And you're just trying to find what?
I'm just trying to. I mean, I'm not really trying to find. I didn't know if I need to like tell them where I was or what was going on.
I mean, the exchange isn't.
You cut out for me. I can't hear anything.
I don't hear him either.
Nope.
Same.
Corey, you can always just PM me or whatever.
That's assuming he can actually hear us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nope, he's typing.
1 sec.
Okay.
Yeah, my voice connection's going 3 bars to 1 bar to 2, 3.
Mine's staying at 3 at the moment, so.
Yep. It's a long second. I think he may have undersold that.
Yeah,
Maybe you got another phone call.
could have been.
That's gonna be my guess.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a gift to respond to that.
Oh god.
You have a gift for everything.
Yeah, he really
I
does.
do.
And I don't know how he fucking finds them so fast.
Yeah, dude, you do find them quick as shit. Like, I can search for them, but it usually takes me a minute. That's why most of mine are 3 posts late.
I'm just listening to the
Perfect one.
conversation. I hear the keywords that I want. I search a GIF. I save it, and then I paste it. It's that simple. I have a window open specifically for GIFs.
I guess I am doing it on my phone, so it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing it all on the PC.
And yeah, I don't have them saved. I just have them like on Giphy.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do. I just go to Giphy
Yeah.
and search for what I want.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I've got quite a collection going at this point. It's only 265 GIFs.
Jesus, it's a lot.
But it fits, and they're so needed sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
Like this one, totally needed.
I don't want to gently blow anything. Please don't assume that I need to.
Oh my god.
Do you have one for throw a brick really hard at your screen in 5 seconds?
Right?
No, I don't.
Holy shit. I know, that'd be a great one.
That'd be a fun one.
Here's another one that comes in handy.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
God
Yes.
fucking damn.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Oh my. Really?
That's funny.
Yeah, so glad I came back to that. Okay.
Anyway, yeah, back to the
So
conversation.
trying to get back on track. Exchange isn't much one of those organizations where you have to check in and everything. It's more just
Okay.
find them and seek them out when you want.
Alright.
Would know that before having to go seek them out. So if you choose to,
Yeah, no, I'm not going.
like I said, you guys make your way, sleep for the night, waking up. It is a new month, a new day.
You done?
Is a dawn on the horizon. So that's where we're going to end for the night. So
Ready.
I somehow timed that perfectly because it is literally on the calendar a new month. I didn't intend that.
Nice.
Not bad.
Just happened to look on there at the date I'd said it was earlier, the 25th on... It's like, oh wait, that's the end of the month. Shit.
Corey, what mic did you switch to, by the way? You sound a lot different.